Hey, been getting the stereo sound working lately. That's good.
And we're live. We're live, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let's see here. Let's get this squared up. What am I doing here? There we go. Got that up. That up. Let's see. Hopefully, my audio is better today. I've been cranking up some levels, so hopefully it'll be okay. And because the last couple of weeks, a lot of people have been complaining that my audio has been a little low, so I just keep tweaking with it. But honestly, I did not have a lot of time to mess around with it. I literally got home late last night and kind of like crashed out and just that was it.
Yeah, I've been dealing with audio issues with since this last little mini update for Streamlabs. It actually won't show me my bars. My equalizer's not showing up.
Oh wow.
Like it shows up, it doesn't show like the color, the green and everything when everybody's out talking.
Huh.
Uh, that just started like over the last few days.
Yeah, that's why
I think it's
I stopped using Streamlabs a couple years ago and just went with Stream Elements, and it just works out better. For me, it does. Let's see. So far in the chat, we got Tim B's out there. He was first. Fitty is in early. Good morning, Fitty. Daniel's here. Wendy Leday. Good morning, Wendy. Arnie, Neon Koala. Good morning to you. Thank you, Wendy. Lady Liberty's in the chat. There's Stream Elements. The bot is running. Let's let a few more people get in here. Yeah, I thought Tam was gonna make it. John's he caught the Ronies, so I don't know if she's feeling under the weather or if she's just taking care of him. And so we'll see. I mean, I'm guessing she's probably not going to be here since she hadn't opened her messenger and looks like she was probably up late. But if she shows up, she does. She loves us all. Or everyone's saying audio good. All right, because I cranked it way up. So if I start blasting eardrums, I can turn it down. Yeah, Daniel, Stream Elements. That's what Wayne uses Stream Elements as well. It's for his bot and uses it for the tip jar and all that. Let's see, we have 11 people here so far. Tim, I know you've had a really rough and shitty week. My condolences, brother. I mean, you're a lot closer to Matt than I was. I mean, I knew him, and I feel it, but not as hard as you and Nick and Chris. Lethal and a lot of other members of the community. It sucks.
Yeah, it really does. It's just tough. It's hard to think that because we talked every few weeks, at the very least every few weeks.
Yeah,
constantly, like for years now, and just it's a tough thing to think that isn't going to happen again.
Yeah. And there is a GoFundMe to help him out, help his family out for funeral expenses. It's in the description. So if you want to click on that and be kind enough to donate, that'll help his family.
It's in chat too.
Okay, cool. Because it was sudden. Obviously, heart attacks are sudden. You don't plan for anything like that. It's not like cancer where you may have some lead time to be able to get things squared away, but which is never good either, obviously. But.
No. I mean, we saw what happened with Trucker, how the bills just kept piling up there at the end on him, and thankful that we actually did such a good job with the fundraiser.
Yeah,
because that really helped. I mean, the bills weren't even done coming in by the time everything was done.
No,
they were just still piling up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Medicine doesn't allow you to get sick. A lot of people can't afford to be sick for more than just lost income. Excuse me. Brett, what's going on, Brett? Hopefully everybody's staying cool. I know it's been hot as balls everywhere in the world, basically. The UK had some records. We've had some heat. I did have to laugh, though. Wednesday, I'm loading in Rhode Island. And I've gotten pretty much used to heat and humidity from working in Alabama so much this summer, and in South Carolina it gets really brutal. So I'm just working like it's, nothing special, and everyone else that's out there loading is just like melting into the asphalt, and I had to laugh a little bit. I was just like, hey guys, just take it easy, stay hydrated. That's the biggest thing. Staying hydrated helps tons. Yeah, Fiddy, you guys have been the only ones who've been. You guys haven't seen the heat and humidity, the way the jet stream's going. They're saying, yeah, screw you. I mean, even up in Canada, they've been getting down, like up in Saskatchewan, where Zippy's at. It's been, hotter than hell, and Alberta and places like that. But I guess that northwestern part of the continent's been, they've skipped out on this one. They opted out of the heat. Been chilly and damp there all summer.
I was just in Lethal's Discord a little while ago, and they're talking even in, Scotland. Like, yeah. It's just brutal. It's that they're not prepared for this heat. They're not used to getting this kind of heat. So that's it's like similar to what Texas dealt with, that ice storm. If you're not prepared for it, what could be okay in other areas of the country, they can kind of deal with it. Some areas of
not
the
so
world
much.
Can't.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I can't find it. Logged in the wrong Facebook.
Ah. That happens.
That happens. Yeah. Mine's been in a fog for obvious reasons. So
absolutely. Let's see, we got 16 people. I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna mute the background noise for a moment. Oh, let's see. There we go. And let's just take a minute, 30 seconds, what have you. Let's have a moment of silence for our fallen warrior, Matt Sinister. And, best wishes and prayers to everyone that loved him, his family, his friends. And let's have a moment of silence for him. All right. Let's say hopefully he can get his family gets the help that's needed. And yeah,
because they were still prepping for a wedding. So
yeah,
that's where they were at.
Yep. Chasing Clouds, Josh, how's it going? Take me to sea. Good morning, ma'am. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Yeah, 97 at 4 o'clock yesterday in New Hampshire. Yeah, it's been. I saw even like up in Jersey, it's been hotter there than it is here. Like we're already 84 at 11 o'clock in the morning, but I mean they're talking like 99, 100 degrees up there around Philadelphia, and
it's already brutal here.
Yeah, I mean
this morning.
Like yesterday morning I was in Alabama loading, and it was only in the 70s, but it was so humid that I mean you could use a knife and a fork just to get through the air. It was like
I went up.
It was like the Chicago style pizza of breathing. It's like
went up 2 days ago early in the morning to beat the heat to pick some of the raspberries up there at my neighbor's house. He wanted me to pick some because he can't go through them all himself. There's too many. And I went up there and picked some berries like at 7-8 o'clock in the morning. And there was a layer of fog so thick you could hardly see the berry plants until you're right up on them. It's like, wow. Yeah. And then an hour later,
it was gone.
Hot.
Burned off. Yeah.
Hot.
I mean, it's great. It's great for vape tricks because it's so hot and nasty and humid. It's like the air is so still. You can make some vape trick videos.
That's the worst part. There's like hardly any wind. There's no breeze.
No.
It's like just dead air.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like when I was at the port, at least there was a little bit of a breeze coming off the water, and it wasn't too bad. Fiddy, it sucks.
57. Yeah. I don't know. 57 doesn't sound bad right now with everything. It'd feel good for a little while anyway.
Yeah. And they're saying like all next week is going to be hot again. At least I know here. Like I'm supposed to get some concrete work done, and I don't know if I'm going to get them because they're talking with the thunderstorms and everything that go along with it, and it may get delayed.
But yeah, that's the thing too. We forget. And I always used to do this with my my friends in New Zealand too. We start talking about, man, it's so hot out, and I go, yeah, we got snow. Trade you. It was the opposite in our summer. Their summer.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's like South Australia, and you know it's closer to Antarctica. So, I mean, they don't get it. They still don't get it as bad as like what the northern parts of North America get, or northern hemisphere. They don't get nowhere near. Hey Graham, how's it going? So it's like they complain about being 35 degrees in the middle of the afternoon in the wintertime. It's like, really? Or 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
35, 40 degrees.
Yeah, now they're getting
below zero. Okay, I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like my one friend just moved here from Chicago. He's like, oh, you don't know winter. I'm like, I do, but people around here, no, they don't.
At negative 48 degree day. That was cold.
Yeah. Or,
Couldn't get the car started. Would not get started.
No, it's like, screw you.
I had a space heater under it, tented over top with a blanket, with the battery charger on it all day, and I got a next day it was like 40, 50 degrees out. Started right up. It's like,
wow. It took a
I
day
was
off.
supposed to go see. I was a teenager. I was going to see my girlfriend. I wanted it warm. I wanted it to start.
Yeah, because you had to go warm her up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, New Mexico is already 94 at 9 a.m. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I don't care if it's dry heat, not dry heat. Don't matter. That's still hot.
Oh yeah. I remember, was it 4 years ago? I was delivering in Vegas in July, middle of the afternoon. It was like 115, 120 degrees, and yeah, it was rough. I mean, it was a struggle. I mean, I had a bunch of stops that were all close to each other. There's a bunch of Volkswagen dealers in Las Vegas, and they were only like maybe 15, 20 minutes apart. And yeah, it was. You didn't get enough time to really cool off and get out of it, and you had to jump back out into it again. But yeah.
Moral of the story: if it's cold, stay warm. If it's warm, stay cool.
Yeah.
Either way, stay hydrated.
Yes. Yeah, because even in wintertime, you need to stay hydrated, because you can dehydrate in the winter as well. People don't realize that.
Hypothermia will actually dry you out.
Yeah. I mean, hell, you could cook donuts on the asphalt in this weather.
Yeah.
Fry an egg. See that segue? Not cooking donuts in this weather?
Just take out your cast iron pan, set it on your walkway for about 20 minutes. You can fry an egg in there.
Throw some hot oil in there.
Mm-hmm. Just don't get too close when the oil's spattering around a little bit. You might get burned.
Yeah, especially if you're pantless.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I live in the city. I'm just gonna go out and fry an egg in a cast iron pan, pantless, out in front of my house. Just sit there in your boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neighbors would love it. I'd probably do it.
And you never know in the city what you're going to see. It's like, do you see NASCAR's coming back to Chicago? They're going to run road racing in Chicago. I'm like, yeah, that'd be a shotgun start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be actually, yeah, road race.
Yeah.
In Chicago. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Probably somebody here in this chat that mentioned it and was talking about it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know how they're going to keep the thugs away from messing the race up, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, not all of Chicago's bad.
Here's the thing. They step out in the race, they're fair game.
Well, yeah. Well,
bonus points.
Yeah. If they start shooting at the drivers.
Let's hope it doesn't get to that point. That'd be crazy. You can't win. I bet against you. Yeah, that'd probably be bad.
I know Rocky. I don't know where Rocky's at.
Yeah, Rocky was in charge of donuts this morning. I thought he was bringing honey glaze.
Yeah. And see, I did get to meet Rocky on Wednesday. We went out for coffee, and he did not ask for milk and honey in his coffee. Well, I don't think Dunkin' Donuts has milk and honey to put in your coffee, but he did get.
Surprised he didn't bring some.
He did get an iced coffee. Well, he did have a vape. You know, he did have a coffee flavored e-liquid he was vaping in his Voltrove, and that had milk and honey in it. And he gave me a little 20 ml sample of his Nana custard pudding, which I believe has milk and honey in it as well.
Can't peck it on too much. That milk and honey's not bad.
Oh, no.
As much as I want to.
Yeah, Fiddy, I didn't use any newer flavors, and I copied you on the donut base because, like I say, I really didn't have a whole lot of time this week to really work on anything. So I did a custard base that I like to use, and I used the donut base, and I threw some chocolate frosting from Wonder Flavors on there. We'll talk about that. That's what I'm vaping on now off the shake. It's actually decent. I think it'll be better after a steep.
Yeah, I tried something different. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I've been trying to hit this apple cider donut in a way that the aisle on it to be.
Yeah.
And so far, off the knuckle, I can't say much. I'm still trying to dry out my wick.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you if that's going to work or not. That might be a beautiful disaster. Yeah.
Yeah, I just ordered some wick and wire from Wire Optum right now, 50% off, no code needed. Got some of the hybrid wire and bought some round wire, and well, they have the thread, the pre, what do you call it, the threads, the cotton threads. Bought 2 packs of them for like $8, so I got like 60 of them.
I'm just not sure it's a donut. That's what I'm saying, Vinny. It's not. I'm not sure it's a donut. I'll find out when I get it in here. Right now, I'm vaping on that hashtag Powerbomb the World that I made for Matt. It's a bit sour,
it's okay.
And it's sweet, just like him.
There you go. Let's see, how many recipes are we up to? Go ahead and hit. All right. Let's see, Tim, you got yours up. Oh,
Yeah,
Neil and Quell's got 2 now. Okay. Yeah. Take Me to See right
I saw
after the
that.
show last week. She jumped right on it and posted one. So we have 1,
I
2,
saw
3,
that.
4, 5, 6. We have 7 recipes to go through. Oh, I like the peanut butter glazed brownie donut. Ooh, that sounds good, Neil and Quell. I
saw that.
I was actually eating some eclairs before the show with my coffee this morning. Lando! Oh, well, hope you start feeling better, brother.
It was a late night last night in the after show.
I'm sure. Probably some alcohol flowing and self-medicating. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was like the other day, I get to one of the terminals and I get a phone call from the home office. Hey, it's your turn to go take a random. I'm like, okay. No big deal. Just lose an hour and a half. Which made it just later for me getting home yesterday. Because that's the thing, when you get delayed one day, it doesn't just end at that day. A lot of times it carries on for a couple of days. Oh, yeah, no, that could burn a little bit. That carbonation is still there when it's coming back.
Looking at Rockies right now. You know what? You threw that together quickly. The only thing is I don't know how that one's going to work for me. Sensitivity to certain flavorings. That sucks. Don't you hate that? You see a good recipe and you know it should taste fine. It tastes fine for most people, but then you know that they're sensitive to a flavor in it. so you're like skeptical. But
Yeah.
sometimes you try it and you don't taste it.
Well, I'm glad you got your computer back. I take it since you're here, so at least I'm glad you got it back. It only took them 5 days. I mean, it could be worse. Because right now
Yeah,
it's hard to get anything done in a reasonable amount of time. At least what we used to know is a reasonable amount of time. Because nobody wants to work these days.
Is the excessive? Is that a donut?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
That's where I stole Fiddy's donut base
Yeah,
from.
yeah. Like I said, I was tempted to, but I wanted to try something different. See if I could bump up and make it taste like a cider donut for me. I'm just not sure yet, and this is not drying out.
Let's
What
see,
did I
since
get?
people are
Oh my god!
since people are talking about what's in these mixes, let's go ahead and let's check them out. Pull that up. There we go. Oops. In here. Let me hit refresh one more time. Make sure no others have hit. Okay, we're gonna start off with Take Me to the Sea. She hit it.
Last week.
Hit hers last week right after the stream, which I thought was awesome. I was like, damn. We got Sweetbread Wonder Flavors at 0.5%. Brown Sugar Extra, which I didn't know about that flavor. I have brown sugar. I don't have the extra from TFA at 1. So it's probably, hopefully it's better than the regular brown sugar. Regular brown sugar isn't, I mean, it's okay. I don't mind it, but a lot of people don't like it. I like the fact she used a classic Belgian waffle here. It gives you a little bit more of a crispiness. Cream cheese icing Lorange. Grapefruit from Vape Train at 4. I don't have that flavor, but grapefruits are nice. I mean, this would be a nice, bright, sweet vape there. I mean, as far as citrusy sweet, I guess you say, not like sweetener, like it's been piled on with sweetener. You know, it does have a good bit of sweetener in it, but it's a donut, so it's supposed to be sweet. TFA meringue at a 1 1/4, super sweet 1 1/4. Yellow Passion from Vape Train, which I still need to get that flavor. I'm not quite sure what it is. And Zappola at 2, nice cakiness. I like the picture how she was able to find a grapefruit to put in there with it. Inspired by Steve TC's Melon Glazed Donut. It was originally from March, and she moved it around. You know, nice notes on that. Yeah, the donut is Zappola, classic Belgian waffle and sweetbread, icing, grapefruit, yellow passion, brown sugar extra, cream cheese, icing, and meringue. Oh yes, he says thank you to Freedom in the Mix. If you didn't see that, Folk Art released the recipes from his one-shot line that's, you know, defunct, which I thought was nice that he gave back to the community in that way. There's a few of them I can mix. Most of them I can mix. I think there was only 1 or 2 of them that was missing some flavors. Let's see, Neon Koala. I do not know what to name this. I love that. Bavarian Cream from SSA at 1 1/4. Shortbread Biscuit from Chef Super Concentrates at 1. Crispy Donut, which I still need to use that. I was pulling flavors to make this one. I saw that. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, I'm going to leave it be. I have to do something with that soon, though. English Toffee from VSO at 2.5. Funnel Cake 101 at 3. 0.5% Super Sweet. And Sweet Raspberry at 1.5. I first tried with raspberry jam, but I think the sweet raspberry played better with everything else. Although I still might lower the raspberry just a tad after it steeps. I like that picture, makes me hungry. I love a good jelly donut and a little bit of cream in there with the jelly. That'd be makes me hungry. Peanut butter glazed brownie donut. I think this one she was saying she's working on the percentages. Chocolate fudge brownie version 2 from Capella at 2.5. Cream anglaise, Chef Super Concentrates at 0.75. Donut CF. Let's see. CF, is that Chemnovatic? Did they change the name of it? I'm not sure. No, that's Chef's Flavors, I think, or something. 0.5. Well, let's see. Does it say? We'll pull it out. No, it doesn't say. Just the abbreviations. When you, okay, before we tell you, super concentrated, yep, okay. Crispy donut 1.5, peanut butter chef super concentrated 1, and just a touch of sweetener. I was hoping the cream on glaze would thin out the peanut butter, making it more of a glaze than a spread. I'm mixing this hours before the show, so I probably won't actually know if it worked until a couple of days. Makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't, most bakeries do need some steeping. Tried it this morning after a whopping 8-hour steep, and might drop the peanut butter, raise the brownie, but I would wait it out a little bit, see what it does. A lot of times it'll start changing on you. All right, Fitty. I stole Fitty's donut base here. Excessive boysenberry at 0.5, funnel cake at 1, glazed donut 2.5, powdered sugar 101 at 1, raspberry jam at 2, strawberry jam 101 at 2, sweet dough flavor at 1/2, sweetness at 1/2, and vanilla custard cheesecake at 1.5. It was adapted from another mix. Enough flavors. What was he thinking? Berry donut with a glazed topping. Needs to sit for a week. Never used as many flavors and could have remixed it with less, but time was not on your side. Yep, I totally understand that. The donut base is the glazed donut, funnel cake, and sweet dough. The glaze is the vanilla custard cheesecake and powdered sugar, or a topping along with the glaze in the Wonder Flavors. And it's going to remix this and refine it off, but off the shake, the fruit's there with a little bit of donut. Yeah, I totally get that. That just looks, to eat that, I think would be sickening sweet, but to vape it, I think would be really good. So just, what I stole off of him and gave Fitty credit here. Fitty goes to Boston, where if he was looking for heat, that'd probably be where to go right now. Chocolate frosting Wonder Flavors at 1, custard premium at 2, the funnel cake at 1, glazed donut at 2.5, legendary custard mullenberry at 3, super sweet pearlium at 1, sweet dough at 1/2, and vanilla custard 2 at 1. Yeah, I like this custard base I use here, especially for donuts. For like a Boston cream type donut, the 3-2-1. I just think it works out nice. I don't really have much in the way of notes because I literally mixed it up before the show. Rocky Tooney's got Sided. He's got Cookie from FA at 0.5. Donut Chef Super Concentrate 1.5. Lemon from FE at 1.5. Lemon Tart Mullenberry at 1. Lemon Wafer Cream Type from SSA at 2. 0.5% super sweet. And Vanilla Custard 2 at 1.5. Sitting in diners eating donuts. That's Sided. S-I-D-E-D. I like that. Lemon cream donut. And he tried to do a cinnamon donut and didn't like how it turned out, so he updated his original version of Sided because Kevin Nevada lemon cream wafer seems to be getting harder to find. Then he made a couple other changes. And then Tim, you got your apple cider donut. We got angel cake at 1, apple cider flavor at 1, powdered sugar at 1, super sweet at 1/4, sweet dough flavor at 1/2, and Zapola at 1. So far you're
I'm not hating the donut base, but it's still I'm gonna have to work on that apple cider flavor. It's not coming through good enough. It's apple cider. It feels weak. I gotta bump the apple at least. That's what I was just looking at, trying to figure out what I could put in there. I need like a red apple, something to boost that apple through. It's not coming through. The sweet dough actually did what I wanted it to do. It's giving it like sweetness. I think it'll balance out once I get a little more apple in there.
Okay, the CF is Chef's Flavors. Okay, cool. Fiddy, you're missing Holy Grail for Folk Arts? I'm glad I still have maybe 20 mils left that I wish I could part with, but be able to help people out, but I just don't have enough of it.
It's like the legendary custard. He's like, yeah, I got some, but I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah, I got a good bit of legendary. What do I got? I've got 30. Well, I think I'm down to like 30
I got the
mils
legendary and the classic. I got legendary and classic. I got most of 30 mil for both.
Okay. Yeah, the sweet dough might have a maple note. That's where you can keep it low, and with everything else in it, you can bury that maple a little bit.
And the maple doesn't go bad too with the with a cider if I can get the cider to come through, but it is taking that apple note right completely out of it. Yeah, I know, Jason Clouds. I mean, I gotta get some mulberries.
Yeah, Fitty. Yeah,
because I'm looking at the apples. I'm like,
Yeah, Yeah, Holy Grail is RY4. That's what it is. Holy Grail is RY4. It's actually Holy Grail RY4. If you can find version 2, the version 2 isn't bad. It's closer. I mean, it's close to version 1. I mean, version 1 I still think blows it away, but version 2 is an acceptable substitution. Or if you get that RY8 from Jungle Flavors, I would imagine that would probably go well too, because Holy Grail is more on the caramel side than on the tobacco side. It's not as dirty as a regular RY4, so the RY8 could possibly work. Let's not try not to knock shit over here. My foot hit my cord for my scale and everything almost just went flying.
And like I said, it's not a. The donut I'm almost happy with. I have a feeling looking at Fitties, it looks better, way better. I like that.
I still
looks like a
like
lot
to
better
mess
than
with that
this.
crispy donut. I mean, that's all. Hippie Vapes about a week or so ago did a custard filled donut, and he used a crispy donut, and I want to mix that because it looks really tasty.
I'm wondering if I should let it sit though, because actually once everything settles in, it might be able to. The cider's almost there.
That's the thing with donuts. I mean, with a lot of bakeries, they need steep. I'm vaping this off the shake, and it's good, but I just know that in a week, this is probably going to be better. In 2 weeks, probably even better than that. Like the donut's really going to come through.
Yeah, I'm not going to change this, but if it do find in like a week, it still needs more apple or another bump to that whole mix. Or maybe I might just scrap it and just go right with Fitty's base and make it better.
Right. Hey, Dick.
Because this base looks pretty good.
Well, if Fitty has anything to say about Dick, you're voting for Lemonade. Because
I voted for Lemonade.
Because he wants this streak to stay alive. And right now, Lemonade's leading 46-25, with Parrot 21 and Coconut coming in 8%. Yeah, I still need to get the Ultimate Strawberry as well. I mean, I gotta put an order
Ultimate
together.
Strawberry is good.
Yeah,
Ultimate Strawberry is good.
I mean, there's a few new ones over there that between Jungle Flavors.
Ultimate
Flavor
Vanilla
Express.
just dropped.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the latest email from Jungle Flavors.
Yep. The Ultimate Vanilla. Daniel's the one that pointed it out in our chat. As soon as it dropped, it's like Ultimate Vanilla. It's like, okay.
I'd be curious to see how that is.
I am too.
Let's see. Josh says he has a recipe for a vanilla custard donut, but his new donut recipes are private at the moment until he has a line of them ready to go for all the flavors. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, lemonade is fitting right now with the heat for a lot of people, so yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, this actually turned out delicious. It's different. It's like a candied lemonade on purpose. It's very enjoyable.
101 lemon round candy probably would go well with that. I think it's 101 has lemon round candy.
Yeah, I use the SSA sour type.
Oh, lemon sour type. Yeah, that's pretty candied, which is good. I like that flavor.
Yeah, Fitty, that base looks good. I keep looking at it thinking, what can I do to yeah, that actually would have worked better. Like we were just talking just for the show about, should I use funnel cake in it? And thinking about it, and I said I'll put some angel cake in it. That's different. I haven't tried that. I'll lighten it up a little. I hoped. I think angel cake might have been a poor choice. It's almost like too light. But then again, once it steeps, it might change.
It might be too soft.
I think it is too soft. I think it needs a little more.
There's also an ultimate cake batter. Okay.
Oh, that dropped too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Capella's funnel cake is a good flavor, but it's not a funnel cake. It's it's great if you're not looking for it to be a funnel cake. It's good for donuts. It's good as an additive for donuts and some other bakeries that you're trying to crisp up a little bit. But I think now with crispy donut dropping from FA, you may not need the funnel cake. You probably just use that, and especially if you don't want to use Joy. A lot of people don't like Joy. There's no joy in Joy. definitely not
Too
a happy.
much orange.
It's not a happy joy flavor. Yeah, Jungle Flavors does usually nail their flavors. They have a lot of really good ones. They're kind of, I mean, there's a lot. It's a lot smaller line than, let's say, Wonder Flavors, but their percentage of hits is probably good. Probably almost probably as high as Wonder Flavors. But they have a lot smaller selection.
This is the one we wound up coming up with that's easier for everyone to get the ingredients for over here. Because I believe I had what lemonade did I have in there? Real Flavors? I think I had Real Flavors lemonade in there.
In your original?
And it was yeah, it was too hard to get for others, so I adapted it to the V2. So it's just hashtag Powerbomb the World. V2 is grape candy sour Wonder Flavors at 3%, lemon sour type SSA at 3%, lemonade Wonder Flavors, or if you wanted to use the other was at 2%, but this is at 3%. Lime wedge flavor at 0.3% and super sweet from Cap at 1%. And like I said in the notes, Matt's humor is a bit sour and Powerbomb legendary. His core, he is sweet. His core is sweet, and devouring his content was pleasurable. This is an attempt to reflect those qualities that will forever be cherished. So,
oh,
yeah,
I don't have the lemon. How do I not have the lemon sour type? Is that one that came out from Num Noms?
It did, but now it is available at Bull City. I looked yesterday. That's one of the things we're trying to do because that was the other reason I ordered from overseas to get the other flavor too. You can't get it here that easily. You have to order direct.
How the hell? I mean, they must have just dropped that one after the last release.
Oh, that just dropped like in the last week.
Wow,
last week or two.
Something else I got thrown on my list then.
Because it wasn't there. It wasn't there a few weeks ago.
Sneaking stuff in on me like that.
That was part of the SSA releases that they threw over Nom Noms only.
Okay.
For a long time, they had a lot of them. There's still some that I don't think are in Bull City yet.
Yeah, now you're gonna.
It was actually kind of one of the pains with that is having to order from two separate, and plus it takes a while for shipping to get here.
Let's see. New arrivals. What do they got? Let's see. They're showing all the Wonder Flavor stuff. It's the apple pinata we've already had. The Bakewell, the banana cream, the banana ripe. We've had that here already. The candy licorice SSA. I think that's a new one too.
Yeah, I have that.
I don't want it. I'm not a black licorice person. I'll use it in East. But oh yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of new ones here. Cola candy. Ooh.
There were like
these bastards.
24 or so that were released only to Nom Noms at first. 24 or 28 or something like that. It was Nom Noms only. And Bull City did some of the Bull City ones weren't released over there.
The double watermelon now is here.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
Double watermelon's actually a step up from Cap.
They didn't make a. They don't have a. Oh, there's the sour lemon. The lemon pound cake too. That one wasn't here before. Wow, that one's expensive. The lemon pound cake, $5, or it was only at 30 mil.
The lemon pound cake's pretty good.
Is that $5 for a 10 mil? Oh no, it's for a 30 mil. Because 30 mils. There's something wrong. This flavor must be. Yeah, right now the 10 mil's out of stock, and 30 mil's $11. What's up with this flavor? Why is it so natural lemon? Is that a new one? Juicy lemon SSA, lemon sour. Wonder why that one's so expensive.
They made it with real gold.
It has something. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing from SSA? The sweet peach, I think I already have. We have to go through here and probably order again.
I believe they even had another drop. I have to go through the Nom Noms for the last drop and
strong strawberry now. That's new. See, I think Bull City, when we ask, they get it. Took them a while.
Did. They actually responded to me on that they were going to get it in.
They're great to talk to like that when it comes to if you hit them up on Facebook, they respond quick.
They do.
Nowadays, they need to do a sample pack with all these new ones. Not because I want a
Wouldn't that be
discount,
nice?
just because I could just
So you can grab them all
in
at
one
once,
shot. Yeah. These new
Yeah.
ones are expensive though, and like a lot of them are out of stock right now.
And some, I'm gonna be honest, some of them aren't worth it. There are a few.
Like the cola candies
I mean,
out of
they are.
stock, and
They are if you're looking for that niche
I'm
flavor.
just trying to think
there
why
might be something in it.
like a lot of them, SSA. Yeah, see a lot of all the 10 mils are now out of stock, or just maybe they just haven't hit yet.
Yeah, because I just got some of them, like Daniel said, just a few days ago. Like I know the lemon sour type just dropped because it wasn't there like a week ago when I looked.
Yeah, I'm putting them
I
all
was
in
thinking
my.
about upping on that because I really like that flavor.
Yeah, I'm putting them all in my wish list now. This way, when I go to order, hopefully it'll be back in stock. Because unless it's like super concentrated, I just don't. You know, lemon sour is normal priced. That's $1.69 for a 10 mil. Yeah, I'm taking care of this right now. Putting all this in my cart. See, the sweet peach I already have. The blue raz I already have. Rhubarb I have. Was it the strong strawberry?
watermelon.
Yeah, strong strawberry. It's another one that's out right now in 10 mil. I think that's all of them. Yeah, watermelon taffy I have. Cool. More stuff to put in the cart.
Yeah, double watermelon. If they didn't bring it over to Bull City, I would not say it'd be worth jumping overseas to try and order something from Nom Noms or something like that to get over here. Double watermelon's pretty good, but if you got the availability, yeah, I'd choose that over the other. It's better. It's just a more potent, kind of authentic-ish. You know, like Cap double watermelon and this double watermelon. This remind me of like the watermelon Arizona.
Okay, yeah, Arizona iced teas.
Yeah, they call it iced tea, but that watermelon, I don't get any tea from it. It just gets
Nah,
straight
just
up watermelon drink.
Which one's been out
It's
for a while?
delicious.
The double watermelon? Is that what you're talking about, Neon?
Yeah, that one they jumped that one over a little while ago.
Okay. Yeah, I knew they weren't
But
new in general, but just new over here.
Yeah, we got it. It did drop over there for about a month and a half before any of them started coming over here. But by the time my order came in, some of them had actually hit Bull City.
Okay. Yeah, Daniel's saying the way to order noms and chefs is wait for a sale and then have a solid cart of flavors.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in the noted chat. That's what we're gonna do. Wait for a sale and just grab everything that we need up to date. Because I rushed it last time for the flavor of the quarter. And then right after I ordered mine, like a week after, they dropped more. Then a few weeks later, they dropped more. It's like, SSA, you guys are jerks. Just drop it. Drop them all so they can just get them.
Yeah, working on house stuff, Wendy. Yeah, it takes some time, especially flooring. My neighbor across the street, he's working on a bunch of stuff on his house right now. He's got a big yard dumpster there where he's trashing stuff, and he's got a pod where he put a bunch of his furniture and stuff in because he's working on different parts of his house, renovating. I mean, he's got like 20 people living in that house, so I don't get it. It's a huge house, but he's got like, his kids' boyfriends, his grandkids. He's got all kinds of people living over there. Reminds me of Shameless from, Cinemax.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That's what we call it. We call it the Shameless house. Because the daughters, they all look like they're whores too.
Lovely. So when you say boyfriends, you're just talking about each girl? Boyfriends?
Yeah, and then the son looks like he might be gay. I don't know. But the dad, he's not a drunk though. He actually has a job. He actually works. He's not a scam artist.
Yeah, I've got to do some ordering anyways for the Kinder Bar. Kinder Bueno
Yeah, I
competition.
saw that, and I mean I never tried a Kinder Bar, so I didn't want to release a mix. But I saw
We
just
actually picked up more.
looking at the description. I was just like, okay. Could you can find them here, no problem. Getting the Kinder Bars.
Yeah. Yeah, they have them at Walmart. They have them at Market Basket.
Yeah, probably Dollar General probably has them.
Dollar Tree has them.
Oh, then Family Dollar will too, because they're the same company now. They're a family tree. There's some of them here now that have both names on the sign. I'm like, just shorten
really?
them up. Just call it Family Tree and be done with it.
Oh, they still compete around here.
Yeah, but now they're all under the same umbrella.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. But just to warn you, if you do try them, they are addicting.
Oh yeah.
They're
Hey,
very
Sub
good.
Homie. Has anyone tried anything from Swaggy Sauce DIY flavors? Swaggy Sauce.
Swaggy Sauce.
Nah, Neon Quad, they don't. They probably don't even know I have a YouTube channel. So I never heard of Swag. I mean, we know Vaping Swag, VSO, but I don't know about Swaggy Sauce.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was just thinking.
there's a flavor house now over in the UK that they've gotten permission to advertise on the Beginners DIY group. Oh, what the heck are they called? Let me see if I can find it. They look interesting. If they come here, I may order some, or I might order them. If I contact them, maybe it'll hook me up. Give me a break on something and make it worth ordering. Let me find it.
Bigfoot.
Hey. Let's see. Find the beginners group here.
Swag, not swaggy. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's just my VSO. Let me see if I can find this company.
All right. See you, Josh.
Hey, Josh, don't work too hard.
Stay cool.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, the flavor.
It's kind of like I've been.
It's called the Flavor Smiths. Is what the
I worry
company's
about like
called.
Logan working outside, 12, 13 hours a day. That's a lot of time to sit out there and do yard work in this heat.
Yeah, Flavor Smiths, they have. So we can find what they have in their line. They have a Facebook. I don't know if they have a website though. Oh, here it is. Flavorsmiths.co.uk. Let's see, anybody else mentioning it? Yeah, they got. Let's see, wholesale flavor concentrates, Flavor Mastery. Okay, so they have. I guess some of these are like one shots, maybe. Custom flavors. Work with us to find your right solution. Use code TFS at checkout. Get 10% off everything. You can request samples. Yeah, also known as the Aroma Smiths Limited. So it sounds like they'll actually make custom flavors for you. Let's see, they have 86 flavors in their line right now. Afternoon tea, Alpine raspberry, Aniseed V2, Aniseed extra, Bavarian cream, blackberry, blackcurrant, blood orange, blue raz, brambleberries, bubblegum, butterscotch, caramel, cherimoya, cherry, cinnamon sweet bun, coconut, cola extra, cool menthol, creme de cassis. Looks like some kind of plum or something. Cubano, double chocolate donut, English strawberry, eucalyptus, forest fruit version 2, fresh blueberry, fresh cherry, fresh pineapple, fresh raspberry, grape, green energy, honeycomb extra, honeydew melon, juicy blueberry, juicy crab apple, okay, juicy peach, juicy pineapple, juicy rhubarb, kiwi, lemon drizzle cake, looks like a lemon pound cake with some frosting, lime zest, mango, marshmallow, melon, meringue, New York cheesecake extra, old black tobacco, orange blossom, cannellone extra, Parma violet, passion fruit version 2, passion fruit extra, pear, peppermint, raspberry jelly, red apple, rhubarb and custard extra, ripe banana, ripe plum, rose water, sherbet, sour apple, sour blue raz, sour lemon, sponge cake extra, strawberry enhancer, strawberry shisha, sweet mango, sweet raspberry juice, they call it, vanilla bean ice cream extra, vanilla cream extra, vanilla custard extra, vanilla milk extra, vanilla extra, Vimto, which looks like it's a raspberry, I don't know, maybe like a blueberry or a purple something or other, and like I don't know, a pear or something in it, and watermelon. That'd be interesting. Decent sized line.
That is a pretty good line. Now
You gotta get blood work done
Has
on Sunday.
anybody-
That's cool. Being able to get that done. I'm gonna put the link in chat for people can check it out themselves. Check out the line. I may contact them, see if they'll cut me a deal for all 86 of them. I'll go ahead and order them and check them out. Yeah, as long as it's not crazy expensive.
Daniel, this is that line we already talked about, right?
Yeah, I think Sam.
Fiddy,
I think Sam was supposed to reach out to them.
Yeah, I think he did. I think that already happened. I think that's the one he did reach out to. Yeah, Fiddy, if you're having blood work done on Sunday, I imagine you're getting stuff checked. So just hope everything turns out the way it should.
For sure.
I know I have to have it done now because of my heart meds and stuff constantly. And always nervous that something's going to be out of whack. Because if something's out of whack, then you have to deal with it. It's like,
Sunday through Thursday. Oh, okay. Flavors. What we just called the Flavor Smiths?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in I put it in the chat.
Yep. I mean, I'm curious on a few of those flavors. It sounded good if they're unique to them.
Yeah.
Flavors and not just, repackaged other flavors.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Be interesting.
Parma Violet for one. Interesting. If it actually turned out proper.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they're looking to branch out over here or they're just looking to stay put. Yeah, exactly, Faye. We need you at least another 15 years, if not more. Hopefully much more.
Yeah, 50. Instead of 15, let's shoot for 30. I know that feeling all too well. I mean, just for instance, yesterday, my daughter had a car accident and messaged me last night
What?
during the stream, or just before the stream last night. And someone just rear-ended her, minor damage, but still, you hear a car accident, it's your kid. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I guess it broke her tail light and put a dent in the rear of the car, and that's it.
Neon called the Flavor Smiths. I put the link in the chat. Flavorsmiths.co.uk. Yeah, something interesting. More, more flavors to buy.
More flavors to buy, more flavors to try.
I'm gonna say, I might just wait for you guys to get it on Noted and talk about it. Then be like, okay, then just pick and choose.
Yeah, single flavor testing, we'll find out. Is it legit, or is it one of those? Oh, I can make
don't
flavors.
say that, Bigfoot. Just
yeah.
people with diabetes, they've been around for 50 years, more and more. Especially people with juvenile diabetes, they're still alive and they're in their 60s and 70s now.
It's not fun dealing with diabetes, Bigfoot. I know that feeling. More recent for me.
Mallory. Yeah, you can't bubble wrap the world, even though we wish we could.
I tried. I really tried. It didn't work.
Yeah, 86 flavors. You really want a single flavor test all day? Let Daniel do it.
I'll do it. I mean, I almost did that for the last quarterly, and then Sam's like, "Oh, well, we can postpone some of these for the next one." You jerk! I already tested them.
Well, now you got more time to let them steep.
Yeah, it's like there's some of those SSAs got postponed to the next time because it was already a long list this last quarter. We had a lot of releases. SSA went crazy with their releases.
Yeah.
And the fact that getting them, for everybody, if they hadn't already got them from Nom-Noms, you have to wait for it to get over here. So it's going to take a little time. Yeah.
Yeah, Fiddy, I hear you.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Still working on that myself, Fiddy. Most important thing. Have everybody set up for when it happens.
Exactly.
Trust me, I've had a couple close calls here, and then the one not too long ago is I wouldn't say it's a wake up. I was already working on it, but it's hard because now I got to balance that with not overdoing it and causing more issues. Getting ready and
and I don't. The last thing I need is another 86 flavors. I don't have nowhere to put them.
I agree. I'm gonna need one of those little perfumers stations right here.
So you see, I have a 5-drawer dresser right there. It's filled with flavors. There's a little bit of room in the top one, and there might be some space in some for. I mean, yeah, no. As long as I don't outlive my savings, I'm good. I just don't want to do that.
You don't want to be poor folk in the end. Yeah, that makes sense.
Nope.
Struggling every week.
One of my daughter's close friends, he's a baseball player. He just got drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in the first round last week in a Major League Baseball draft.
Really?
Yeah. Drafted 29th overall. He's still in high. Well, yeah, he just graduated high school. He's 18. And the thing is, when you get drafted in the first round, you're guaranteed a bonus. His bonus is $2.5 million.
Wait, what? 18 years old, he has a bonus of 2.5 million?
Yeah, he doesn't get it all at once, and they tax the hell out of it. So when it's all said and done, he might see over like next 5-6 years, he might get like $1 million. But still, 18 years old.
5-6 years,
yeah.
$1 million or five. Yeah, to play ball.
Yeah. Plus, you figure that. Let's say if it takes 4 years for him to get to the big leagues, if everything works out right, then he'll get that that big league money too. 2 bald eagles just flew really low over. Now, see, I think you're over. I'm not sure if you're over here or not, but I think you are. But yeah, bald eagles are a big deal though. I like bald eagles.
Yeah, we have some that live right on the ridge over there, and they'll sometimes fly over the house. They've never actually come down over here though. We do have this one big raven out here that likes to hang out in a tree and talk to me every day when I go outside and feed the animals.
We've been getting bears now. They're in our neighborhood. We have bears. There's a video of one person. They just got done cooking on their grill. Came up onto the porch, was sniffing around the grill, then went up to the door and was like trying to entertain to get free food in front of their glass window, in front of their sliding glass door.
Yeah, and all it takes is one just lean in and it's over. There's no window.
Well, it's just they're cubs. We don't know where mom's at, but the cubs are, hanging around.
Oh, that's even scarier. That's scarier because when mama comes running, she might not be so happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know if she just kicked these cubs to the curb. Maybe the bear dad wasn't paying his child support. She just said, "Get the fuck out! I can't afford you no more." Yes, well, Tam just got one of them big at like Lowe's or Home Depot. Just got a big tool chest just for flavors.
Yep,
like a big rolling one that like you see when a mechanic quits a job and you see it like strapped to the back of his pickup truck, like the big Snap-on one. She got something similar to that just for flavors. Probably still not big enough, but
see, the thing is, I'd want a bunch of them with fairly small drawers. Whereas the bottom drawers I know tend to be big drawers, and I don't want that because you have to dig through it. I want just a bunch of little drawers, which I don't even have here. These are too big.
Neon quality, yeah, I hear you. Hey, Horseshoe. T&B Squad, you are new here. Welcome.
Yeah, I know that feeling, and yeah, we had a lot of fun when we were younger, but we feel it now. But the thing is, when you're feeling the pain, try your best to think about what fun you had that caused that pain.
Yep.
Because that's your only saving grace.
Oh, thank you, Team B. We try to have fun, try to hang out with everybody. Try not to take life too serious.
Mix some stuff.
Yep.
This time I'm going to be honest. I keep oogling over.
It's okay, you mailed it in.
Biddies. Now you use that same base, right?
Yes.
In yours?
Yeah, and
how you liking it?
Off the shake, it's really good. I mean, it's not really coming through yet because the custards are so strong. But I think once I get a steep, if I let it live long enough, I mean, I may have to mix another bottle just for steeping.
We'll have to revisit some of this next week and see how the steeping turned out. Because I'm really curious on that. Because if that turns out really good with that base, I've been looking for a good donut base. That'll work for me.
Hey,
see, some of the TB. Typical stuff doesn't work for me. There was just a discussion about that the other day on the other channel. Is donut bases, trying to get one that actually kind of fulfills a true donut thing, and I've always found it's something mixing.
It's like one of my favorite commercial flavors is from Vinyl and Vapor. His donut, the Psycho Crawler.
Psycho Crawler, yep.
Yeah,
that's actually a pretty good plain, like old-fashioned style donut.
Well, it reminds you that Dunkin' Donuts, the French crawlers.
Yeah,
it's French vanilla with some kind of donut. It's like a donut. It's a donut base. I'm thinking maybe it might have some funnel cake and some Wonder Flavors glazed donut, and probably something else to add to the glaze. And then it definitely has TFA. I'm trying to remember which French vanilla is the good one from TFA, because it's loaded with French vanilla. I mean,
I'm also kind of curious about that. If
someone told me it was just French vanilla and sweetener, I would not be surprised. Wayne's storage setup is badass. I just don't have that kind of room.
Yeah, that is really nice. That Donut Crispy too from Flavor Art that Neon used. It's another one I've got to try and get a hold of. I don't know. It's that's the other thing. Getting the right crispy. As a pull, is nice, but it can kind of overshadow the rest of the donut.
Hey, thank you, Horseshoe.
Yeah, there. Love it.
Oh, you know who I haven't seen today? I haven't seen Dave Lloyd.
Oh, Dave said he was going to have to catch it in a replay.
Okay.
I talked to him this morning because at first he's like, "Is Frank having a stream day? I don't see a link." And then I
got
said,
it. Yeah,
"I believe so."
I didn't get it done till after 10 o'clock this morning. As long as I get it done by 10:30, people get the 30-minute warning. Usually the notification.
And he had to run and go do stuff. He said he's going to have to catch it in a replay.
That's cool.
So he'll be here later.
Oh yeah. The Chemnovatic donut.
And,
I think I need to play with that one. Hey Tony.
Yep.
Because I don't know. I mean, the first time I tried it, I don't know if I went too high or just didn't pair it with the right right concentrates, but it sucked. Hey TJ, what is up, brother? Good morning, good sir.
T. Somebody did pick some decent cards this week, by the way. He did really well. I actually got as many right choices on the fights this week, but he picked more perfects by a long shot.
Really nice.
And he got a lot better choices on decision. Well, not decisions, but outcomes.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I have not followed the fight game that much lately.
I will tell you, with the fantasy football style, like with the with Tapology, it's actually so much more fun.
Oh, that does sound cool. That'd be something. Yeah, that makes it more interesting.
It does. It makes it like fun, and it makes you want to pay attention. It's like, damn it, I got too much going on already. You got to get me hooked on something else. Now I'm actually paying attention to what's going on in this.
I'm gonna say we're getting close to fantasy football season. About another month, the drafts are gonna be coming through. Ooh, I'm looking at our poll. It's getting tight. Lemonade's only leading Chocolate Caramel 39-35. Wow, I thought for sure Lemonade would run away with it.
Chocolate Caramel's a good combo if you're not.
Well, it's not. It's basically
like
chocolate or caramel.
Yep.
Just a plain cake donut. So build on it. Yeah, I think that's where I screwed up. It's like I think I didn't take it as a cake donut. I think I used it more of like a. I don't know, I've always liked fried. I've always preferred fried donuts. You know, like the deep fried donuts, like Dunkin' Donuts. Like cake donuts, I usually think of like Hostess or. Yeah. Don't mess up Fiddy's streak. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw the percentage of lemonade going down. I'm like, ooh.
I'm gonna be honest, I voted for Lemonade because Fiddy asked us to. That's why I did it. Because I just couldn't decide. I was actually torn between that and a chocolate caramel.
Since I put the poll up, I don't have the option of voting. I can't vote on my own poll. The only way I could vote on my own poll is if I went in on my other channel link and my other channel and came in and did it. That's too much work though. I don't even use that other channel, so.
Donut Classico Cio Chocolate. Is that just a chocolate donut? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Sounds like it, yeah.
From Flavor Art?
Yeah, they're chocolate glazed donut. Which isn't is not a bad flavor. It's really not. It's way better than Capella's glazed donut, which is basically Play-Doh.
Yeah.
It's got such a weird chemical note in that and the chocolate was, I've never even had the Capella chocolate glazed donut. The FA chocolate glazed donut is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
I'm just looking at the donut flavors on Soul City.
That sounds good, TJ. I had the blackberry raw too. I could do that. All right, Wendy, enjoy your Sunday. Stay cool.
See you, Wendy. I'm helping build my cart here. Now you guys got me thinking donuts, because this is a profile that I keep going back to, but I walk away from it because I get frustrated because it just never turns out quite right. That's why I went completely something weird and different this week, because it's like none of them actually hit it perfect. Like that first mix I made actually did turn out pretty damn good for like a Dunkin' Donuts
Yeah.
donut.
Yeah,
But
that was
that's
one.
not the kind of donut I want. I want like a homemade donut.
Yeah,
A
you're
good
looking. Yeah,
homemade
you're looking for
donut.
that cake donut, like the one you get
Yeah.
the fall festivals, the apple cider donuts.
So I'm kind of curious on both Neons and Fitties on either one of them because they both went in a different direction.
Yes. Like I've always, it seems like anytime I try
I'm
to
not.
do
I'm
anything
pretty
with,
sure this is not going to do it. I
no,
don't think this is going to. No.
I'm trying to think for an apple cider donut. Let's see if that Chem Nevadic donut's a cake donut. Maybe start there. If you want some cinnamon. See, Decadent Vapor donut. Yeah, I never had that one. I don't know if you can still get that. I mean, you might be able to get it over in the UK.
You might have to order direct or something. It's
Maybe,
might
yeah.
be the easiest way. Yeah, and that's unfortunate that's the issue. Is some, you have to either go to certain sites to get it. It's very complicated. Plus, I'm finding more and more recently, some of it is actually names of flavors. Depending on where it is, especially with like creams and stuff like that, completely different name. Or rice treat.
Yep.
Rice Krispies, and depending on where you're at, it's a completely different name for a flavor.
True.
So it's like you're looking, and you find out later, you could have just got it here. It's just called this. It's like, well, where's the master list that tells me that everything's the same?
Really, Zappola will give you a fried. I was Zappola more on the cake side, but
yeah, that's why I've been using Zappola. It does give you a little bit of fried. The thing is, it can kind of overtake the other layers.
Well, maybe if you use it low, go like a 0.5%, 1%.
Yep. But I'm still looking for that proper, like, I don't know, not quite gooey, but almost gooey.
Toonie!
Like cake layer is what I'm looking for, and I haven't quite found what I really am searching for. I guess I think I'm chasing after my grandmother's donuts. That's what I'm chasing after.
Yeah. Toonie, hope everything's good, brother. Haven't seen you around in a while. At least over here, I've seen you on Monday nights and stuff and some of the other chats. But...
yeah, Eddie, how's mom doing today?
Yeah.
I know yesterday you went and seen the wife's mom. That's always nice too. See, Addie's been doing the family rounds, and that makes me very happy to see.
Absolutely.
Anybody else been wishing they would come out with, like, say, a donut flavor that fills all the layers properly, like an actual, like,
yeah, the one that checks all the boxes. Yeah, it's
I mean, it could happen.
It could.
I would like to see one where it just comes out, you throw this donut in, you're good, and then you just it does. And every time it's always disappointing. Even the thought process.
Yeah.
Last couple donuts. It's like, no.
Yeah, so like there's certain profiles out there that there's not like one flavor that like checks all the boxes that you could say, use this, vape it single flavor, or throw even like Swaggy's Boston Cream Donut one shot. I tried it and I tried it different percentages. Like he said 15, I tried it at 15, I tried it at 17, I tried it at 12, and it didn't do it for me. It was just like it was like either overpowering on like the chocolate note, or like there wasn't enough custard there for me. Yeah, I knew you. Yeah.
I can get that. That's my recipe is what he's talking about. Cassie cake.
All right, TJ.
I'll grab it.
Yeah, I saw
What's her birthday cake?
You're the soccer coach now. That's cool. Just don't be like a Buttermaker on Bad News Bears, and don't give them all IPAs before the match or afterwards. They can't have celebratory beers. They're too young.
This is what the Cassie cake recipe that he's talking about, the raspberry birthday cake. And we actually made with Swaggy's red raspberry raw. We put it in the actual frosting of the real cake. she made a real cake. It was like a box mix, Duncan Hines something or other, and she made a box mix. This mix tasted more like cake than a cake.
Get in the box mix.
It's like, yeah, but I mean, that was pretty. She was disappointed with her cake, not this, but the cake.
I wonder if a VSO cake would work as to help out with a donut.
I almost used it, but I was also trying to use something else. I actually thought about that, and I talked to her about that. I was like, should I use cake in this VSO cake? I said, I want to try. I don't almost wanted it to be a little lighter, I thought, but now I'm thinking maybe I might have been better off with that than the angel cake. I was kind of hoping I could get that light, fluffy.
I have all the flavors mixed as cake, so I might do something with it.
This cake's pretty good.
And I almost thought about, because I have the VSO custard now too. I've yet to play with it. Maybe.
Yeah, the custard.
Maybe swapping out. I don't know if I'd swap out the legendary. I probably wouldn't swap out the premium, because the premium is just too damn good to swap out.
I like this. I like the layer with the premium.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe
VSO
take out the legendary and put the VSO in there, and still leave out a little bit of that vanilla custard too.
Yeah, the legendary is good, but there is a floral note if you single flavor test it and you test it, so it's there, but you're not gonna taste it in a mix. That's the thing.
Now,
I mean, you can't really knock it for real in a mix.
Neon says the chef's flavors donut is really good, but it does have a greasy element. Now, see, I like the greasy element.
The greasy element wouldn't hurt me, because that's what it was. I always fried in oil.
Yes, I like that.
So that makes me curious on that flavor. That might actually do it.
I know the chair doesn't like a greasy element, because I remember. Well, actually, I think we finally got him straightened out on a banana puree. I think he was using it wrong. I remember for the longest time he was saying how that flavor was greasy, and he hated it. Then I think maybe Graham, Net Reality, set him straight or something on it, and got him to use it properly. And now he doesn't get that note, because I never got a greasy note from it at all.
Yeah, I can't remember if he's using it too high, too low, or with the wrong flavorings. I can't remember.
I can't remember either, but I know. But I like a good greasy donut.
Yep. That's actually kind of what I'm searching for, is that greasy, deep fried homemade donut. With any topping, like an apple cider. She used to make some apple cider once.
Oh, maple bacon donut.
Yeah.
Ooh, VSO
I gotta
bacon.
play a little bit more. I gotta play more of that VSO bacon V2 yet. I haven't played it that much.
Oh, there's a VSO bacon V2.
I don't know if it's out yet, if you switched it yet, but it's a little bit more on the bacon side. The first version's a little bit more on like the hickory smoke side.
Yeah.
But if you do add something that has like a creamy fatty factor, like maybe even that chemovatic donut might work. It pulls that bacon out a little bit more.
And maybe maple bar.
Yep.
Maple bar adds some additional sweetness too, because that stuff's sweet.
You can pull the bacon out of it, but it's like kind of hidden behind the hickory a little. But it's a nice hickory note. It's not like overpowering, so it's actually really good if you want to add a little smoke to something too.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. That's right, maple bacon.
Maple.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's our favorite, especially up here in the Northeast. Maple bacon, #1.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like we got a whole case of Hatfield sausages, which is Hatfield's a Philly brand, and they're not like the little links. They're like these real thick sausages, and they're so good. And you like put some maple syrup with them, and TPA frosted donut in your waffle recipe. Yeah, I don't have the TFA. And it lowered the burnt taste you get from the VSO waffle. That's the problem. Like SSA's crispy waffle is burnt. It's like, yeah, it's burnt. They should have just called it burnt to a crispy waffle.
Yeah, I don't get as much of the burnt taste, but there is definitely a darkened edge flavor that might be a little bit too much for some people. It depends on how you like your waffles, partially, but it is definitely a crispy edge to that.
Yeah, you're talking about the banana puree. Yeah, I don't think it is a super concentrate. It's an old flavor.
Yeah, I don't believe it is. Have a look.
I still love it though.
Do not believe it is. No, it's not super concentrate.
Okay.
And if you're using it wrong, it does have different attributes. Like you can turn that up and make yourself. Actually, banana puree actually doesn't make a bad like candy note if you turn it up.
Oh, you have to
Just
crank it way up there. You're talking like 5.
You crank it way up, yeah, like 5. But if you crank it to 5, that is a beautiful Runts flavor. It really is.
But if that's what you're looking for, and
Yeah,
then
if you're looking for
pair it
Runts,
with FA banana candy, which is straight up Runts.
see, when I single flavor tested that, I actually did get. I can taste the Runts a little bit lower, like at a lower percentage, but it's very slight. It's not like in your face. In a mix, I hardly can tell.
Yeah, well, in the mix, it blends well, and that runty note goes away. If
Yeah, you kind of get masked.
Use around 3.
Yep.
You know what would be interesting? Now we're going totally off topic. Now we're talking about bananas and stuff. Making a dirty banana using the banana puree and the vanilla Rouen custard.
I gotta get a hold of the soft banana.
Oh,
I gotta try. I have to try that flavor.
that's true because I don't think they have it anymore.
Too
Bull
many
City, do
people.
they?
2 people. No, they don't. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to make an order for some of this stuff to get special ordered.
Well, ordering from Mullenberry used to suck. There was always
It might still, but it might still be.
There was always
option.
shipping. There was always shipping issues because Marcelina would send that stuff DHL and it would disappear. It's like
I was kind of
it's
hoping.
like somebody at DHL was a mixer or something, and the packages would just vanish.
See, my true hopes were that the SSA releases for banana were gonna include like that, really kind of include the Mullenberry because it could have.
Well,
It could have.
that ripe.
And it didn't.
That ripe doesn't quite hit the mark. It's not.
No.
It's more green. It's not as ripe as it describes.
It's very.
But
green.
then that's the thing. We're talking about bananas. European bananas are different than American bananas, or different in Australia.
Sure.
I mean, it's just one of them fruits that has so many different variations that have so many different flavors. Like,
Well, and none of them are the original real flavor of banana because that's extinct.
yeah,
So
yeah. There's been so many hybrids over the years. But from what I heard, the original banana was very runty.
supposedly it was more
Wonder
like the
Flavors
candy.
Rouen custard, you can go nuts with that stuff. You could go as high as 8% as a main note in a mix, and you can't go wrong. But I like to keep it around 5.
Yeah, it depends on what you're mixing it in.
Yeah.
The Rouen custard's like I said when I
It's
when
an
I
RY.
did the
It's,
noted
it's a
thing.
creamy RY4.
Yeah, it's more of a cream than a custard. Don't think full on custard with the
No.
Rouen. You're not going to get that full on custard thickness feel.
But if you want to try to do like this
Delicious.
ones, like if you want to try to, oh, what the heck? It's out in New Orleans. This one is the flavor, is the is the mix, is the commercial juice, but coil vapes. And if you want to make if you want to remix and get something close to his, use Wonder Flavors vanilla custard and use that Rouen custard.
Yep.
You can go like
That would work. I'd thicken it up and then
go like 4 on the Rouen and 2 on the vanilla custard, and then throw some sweetener in with it, like 0.5% super sweet, and it's I don't think you're going to be that far off.
it's
I mean, it's close. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably other stuff in it. You want to try it with the banana? Yeah. You want to do a dirty banana? Yeah. Use the banana. Use either soft banana or puree. Hey, Cicero. If you want to keep it all Wonder Flavors, use the puree with the Rouen custard. You can go 4 and 4 if you wanted to, or 4 and 3. 4 on the Rouen and 3 on the banana. Depends on how strong you want the banana in there. Anywhere between between 2 and 4 on the banana, and then 4 for the Rouen custard, and it'll be good.
Yeah, and the banana's going to kind of thicken up that creamy, like
It's-
little bit of loose feel too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real thin, but it's about middle of the road. I wouldn't say it's a thin custard, but
This
it is
feels more
more
like
of
a
a cream.
cream, like a thick cream.
Yeah.
Delicious flavor though. I was actually, like I was saying, I ranked it lower because of that reason. It's a little lacking on the thick custard, but it's definitely not a bad flavor.
And if you wanted to thicken it up and keep it Wonder Flavors, you could throw maybe like a 0.5% of their cheesecake.
True. Because they don't have a lot of, it's got a little funk to the cheesecake though too.
It does, but I think I think it'll play well. And for my taste, I think it'll play well. I like that funk.
Yep.
I guess I'm a funky guy. I don't know, but
See, I kind of like that funk too, but some people do not. I've seen some people over commenting on different flavor. Oh, I like that, except for I didn't like that funky flavor. It's like, oh, well, that would be this.
getting down with the funk.
Yeah, it's like the Wonder Flavors one actually has a pretty good funk. Swaggy's has a pretty good funk to it. So if you're layering it in, you want to add that funk into a different cheesecake, those are the ones that actually have like more of that funky cheesecake, like a homemade cheesecake feel.
I may just have to go.
Not one of those store-bought like fake cheesecakes.
SSA sweet banana. I don't even know that flavor. I may have to get that one too from Nom Noms. Just go through.
Sweet banana, one of the ones that got cut off when I didn't get a chance to go over. That I tested that didn't get in it. It might be.
I didn't even know about the sweet banana. I have a
It
couple
might
of
be
their.
one of the ones I
have
have
a couple
notes
of their.
for already.
Yeah, I have a couple of their bananas, but I know I don't have a sweet one. I have the banana cream, and I have the ripe banana. But I know I don't have a sweet one. The banana cream over there is very similar to TFA banana cream. That's what I get from the SSA banana cream. It's very similar, except you don't need. Probably doesn't need as long of a steep.
See, on the wafer thing, I got like the lemon wafer thing. I saw it being used recently. That one I get a lot of pledge flavor
You
from.
do?
I tried a different percentage. I couldn't get rid of it.
Hey, Freedom Issue. Well, I don't get that at all from it. I get. It's like a thinner, like a lighter version of Chem Nevadix, in my opinion.
See, Sam didn't get it either, but I definitely got it.
Yeah.
Dave actually got it as well.
Pledgy,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I think it's one of those things. It was a sensitivity thing. That's the thing. You can't always go. I mean, someone has a sensitive palate. They're going to be sensitive to certain things.
Yeah.
There's some things I found I'm not as sensitive to as other people. That funky nose for one.
Yeah. Like I
Some
say,
people don't like that.
Wayne said SSA tiramisu is distracting to him. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, Wizard
actually,
Labs, they closed down a few months ago. They're done.
Yeah.
I took advantage of their 50s and 75% off sales and got a bunch of Wonder Flavors from them. Like right at the end,
Yeah,
they must have found a case of random Wonder Flavors and they threw them up on there because they weren't there at first. And I bought a bunch of 30 mil Wonder Flavors. Got some 10 mils, but mostly 30s. And a lot of them were like they don't have the tops on them, so you gotta use them like you do the other Wonder Flavors. Use the pipettes.
Yeah, I found that's a pain, but I have to do that now.
Yeah,
It's like I forgot the black currant.
I gotta get
was
that.
one of the new ones.
I gotta get that mocha coffee. I put that on my list for Bull City and try it that way.
Right there, Adituni funky Italian cream and flavor of Greek yogurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like funk, like that funky like curdle like taste dish, you're not gonna like them. But if you're looking for that flavor,
Yeah, Hank's Italian
There
cream
you
with
go.
flavor of Greek yogurt. Now that gets funky. If you're really trying to get a funky cheesecake, throw it in like a cooked cheesecake. Throw that in with like Wonder Flavors cheesecake, and yeah, you're getting some funk there. You're getting some butyric acid. If you don't like butyric, then no, don't do that. But I don't mind it so much. If you really want to go crazy, then throw in some of that Wonder Flavors condensed milk. So yeah, Wayne got them, the dropper tops for the Wonder Flavors.
yep, they do fit them.
Yeah, I have.
I've got one. See, I got one of them with a cap on it. I just didn't pick up my caps yet. The rest of them, I'm going Addy Tooney style with the pipettes still. I got pipettes, so it's like, okay. Just
I have some dropper bottles.
see, my 30 ml bottles glass bottles aren't gonna work. They're too small. These coppers.
Let's see, this guy, that'll fit. Let me see something. Well, these aren't really glass, they're like hard plastic, but yeah, it fits.
Yep. Is it reach down far enough though?
Yeah, you can get.
I mean, once you get down to toward the end, it's gonna be an issue.
Oh, you'll have to tilt it. Just drop my and then my. There we go.
Denny, play me a toy.
Yes.
It's got Wendy's birthday cake I made for her.
Oh, there you go.
In it. That cake's starting to come through.
Yes, now you will like if you like that coffee, you'll like that tiramisu. And
Yep.
say, think of it more as a coffee. It's not a complete tiramisu, but if you wanted to make a tiramisu, you just need to find a good light cake for the lady fingers.
Yep.
But use clotted cream with that tiramisu. You won't have to add any more coffee because the tiramisu's got plenty of espresso dust in it. But I think the clotted
It's good
cream,
the way it is, but it is definitely more of a coffee.
maybe the clotted cream, maybe a creme brulee, like either 101 or excuse me, Inawera's creme brulee, because you don't get that burnt sugar note on top. You get more just a cream in either one of them. With maybe and enriching it up with that clotted cream a little bit, and then say you just have to find the right cake. That's the only thing you need to do is find the right cake, and that would be difficult. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what would work. Yellow cake wouldn't work. That'd be too dark because it's got to be something light. Angel cake's too light. TFA vanilla cupcake, maybe, but that's not. I think we need something softer though. That's the whole thing. I mean, pound cake's too dense. Maybe like something like a Twinkie style cake. Maybe golden sponge cake that from 101. That could work.
That could work. It'd actually help you with the cream too.
Yeah, there's
Possibly.
that's
a touch of cream element.
A little bit, yeah, but it's not like full on Twinkie cream though.
No, but that's just saying it's gonna add to your cream layer a little bit.
It won't
It's not
hurt
gonna-
it, yeah.
Won't hurt it.
Close the poll.
Yeah, close the poll. It's winning.
Oh, it's just
Hurry up, close it.
you're 6%. You got 6% lead. You're fine. Addie, I think the fluffy white would be too light though, because when I think of a tiramisu, I think of like a golden sponge cake for them ladyfingers. I mean, you could maybe a combination, like the golden sponge cake with some fluffy white. I don't know, I haven't had tiramisu in a while. Next time I go to an Italian restaurant, I'll have to get it again and dissect it.
I haven't had tiramisu in years.
It's probably been 6 months.
It's probably been over a decade.
Oh no, for me
Since
it's been within the last year.
Because the tiramisu is full of carbs, I haven't been able to eat them in a couple years. So
Oh, I saw
I'd have to pre-plan for this trip.
I saw a driver the other day, and he said to me, "He's like, hey, you didn't have that belly last time I saw you." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you." Like, thanks a lot, dude. Because everyone knows me as being super skinny, and I put on a little. I mean, I didn't put on a lot of weight, but for me, 5-10 pounds shows huge on me. It might as well be 50.
So they're picking on your dad bad, were they?
Yeah.
That's so rude.
VSO cake, I don't know. I gotta try that one.
That might work. because it is kind of a nondescript cake, and it's kind of got a fluffy element to it too.
I mean, I might start there.
That might work actually.
Oh, now
I'm curious now. Now I kind of almost want to make one and try it. Damn it! That means I have to think about everything you just said in order to do that. I won't make it public though, because
yeah.
this is I didn't.
Let's see. Now let's see. I'm gonna start obviously with the tiramisu
Yep.
from SSA 1.5. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a little heavier this time since it's gonna be the main note. 2%.
You just do the same thing. I just did the same thing.
Now cake
I just jumped
VSO
it. I
at
went at
2.
2.
Let's see. We said the clotted cream, not clitted cream, clotted cream.
Cloud cream. SSA.
1.5. Yep. And what was the other? Oh, the
Creme
creme
brulee.
brulee. Vape Train has one
Which
too.
one are you?
yeah.
Which one are you using?
I'm gonna go Inawera.
Real flavors.
1. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 1. Throw some. I think I'm gonna use this Perillium Super Sweet again,
I know.
and I'm gonna use it at a half. So I like round numbers, and that'll make my mix. I mix it as a 6% mix. I'm trying to, because you got all the coffee you need in the tiramisu.
Yep.
You got plenty of coffee there. Norwegian ring cake. Is that an SSA flavor? I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Yeah, Subomi's asking if a VSO cake is worth picking up. I'm gonna find out if it plays well in this mix. I know you've tested it and you like it.
I have, but I've also gotten feedback on it. It's like, well, I don't know how I'm even saying this because Bill's. We all know Bill's taste buds are messed up.
Yeah, they're
Bill
broken.
couldn't really taste it. He couldn't really taste it. Most people can. It's a good kind of nondescript cake. You can kind of bend any way you want. I added chocolate to it, and it actually made it into a chocolate cake properly. It tasted. I was surprised. It actually like sucked in those flavors. Whereas I was afraid it was going to be, separate. I'd have the cake flavor and then this weird chocolate. It didn't. So for me, it works.
I mean, if you want to add more of a coffee to this, but I don't think you need to, that mocha coffee SSA or the mocha coffee from Mullenberry.
And I do
Either
like
one
it.
would work.
The VSO cake with either depending on whether or not you want the oily note, Jungle Flavors yellow cake or Flavor West yellow cake. If you want to try and tone it down just a little bit and use a little bit less of that coil killer, it actually works really well with that too.
Oh, with the regular, with the
balances
VSO
them
cake,
out.
you mean?
Yeah, with the VSO cake, it
Yeah.
actually really complements those two really extremely well.
Here's something I'm gonna have to. I don't want to pull flavors right now since we're 20 minutes to the end of the show, but yeah, I think I'm gonna mess with this and see. I'm gonna put a 5-day steep on it though, and I'll go 7.
Yeah, I would say at least.
Yeah, I'll break it out in a week. Mix it up after the show, break it out in a week, and see how it is. Because that just sounds like that'll work.
It does sound good. Now, damn it, this is one I'd actually this would be an all day for me too if it works. Yeah. Great.
Oh, 101 Norwegian ring cake. Okay.
So it's going to be the same recipes. You're just named different, but I did tag your stream in it just in case it ever comes up. I haven't made it public yet, but yeah, this way here. But yeah, that actually sounds good. I'm curious if that cake will work with that. It is kind of a nondescript, kind of fluffy cake, so it might be perfect. It might not.
Yeah,
One way to find out.
Yeah, with the creams in there.
We're just looking for some kind of fluffy cake element that's nondescript anyway.
Yeah, something fluffy but not too light, like something middle of the road. Like I said, like a sponge cake.
Yep.
I wonder if maybe pairing it with the golden sponge cake, or are we just getting out of hand then?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe the golden sponge completely might be a better choice. That's the other thing.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's gonna be something to fuck with. Because the cream element with the with the clotted cream and the creme brulee, I think it's enough cream. I mean, you could throw some whipped cream in there just to help with the creams, but I don't think you need it with the creme brulee.
And then you might be taking away a little bit. By then, you might be like softening it too much.
Let me see. I have a creamy sponge cake from Flavor West. Classic sponge cake Mullenberry.
I have that. That actually is a good one.
And I have golden sponge cake 101. You know what? Golden 101 does nice with cakes.
They do.
I'm gonna pair that. All right, now we're at what, 8%, 9%? Okay, that'll work. I'm gonna leave that there for now, and that's gonna be something to fuck with. I didn't even realize I had golden sponge cake from 101. It must have been one of the ones I got from Liana when I bought out of all her stuff that she didn't want anymore. Cause I got a lot of good stuff from her that I didn't have before. A lot of oddball stuff too. Some 101, some random Flavor Wests that I didn't have, and
yeah, I don't know if
some
I got
Chef's
that from
Choice stuff.
I don't know where I got that one. I did pick up a couple 101s there when they had them in Bull City when they had the sale,
Yep.
Getting rid of some of them.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah, most of the 101s I got from Bull City, I made sure the ones I liked, I made sure I got like at least 30 mils of them because
But
I had a
doubt
feeling
I
they
got
weren't
it
gonna be
then.
around long.
I doubt I got it then though, because I have a feeling that they were already on the second tier like flavors or third by the time I ever got them.
Oh, okay.
I think they had already sold out of the major ones, and I think that would have been in a list.
Yep.
So most likely, I probably got it from Tam or Light Bear, actually, because I haven't picked up a direct order from 101 yet, or done the whole like buying off the Amazons.
Yeah, I did that with 101. I got all their cereals one time years ago, and I still have a lot of them. A lot of them are trash, but some of them are good. A couple of them are good.
That's 101 had either, it felt like hit or miss. They were either
they
like
have a
spot on delicious, or it's like terrible. There's hardly any there in between.
No, it's either
hardly any middle
they're,
level.
they're either great or they're garbage.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever get their black coffee. There's something with that black coffee. It separates. I don't know if it's not supposed to be vaped or what, but I got it from 101. And I mean, it's like you put it in and it just swirls around there. It doesn't even, you can't even shake it and mix it right. It's just terrible.
Yeah, that creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's like
definitely.
it just separated from the rest of the mix. Like, it just laid on top and you couldn't get at the blend.
Yeah, that would concern me.
Yeah. Because I was on, I bought a bunch of like random ones, 101s. I got the black coffee. I got the Merlot. The Merlot's not very good either.
Vinny, you missed the tiramisu building string part. That's
Yeah.
it.
And you still have a 6% lead, and there's not that many people that haven't voted, I can tell. So I'm pretty sure you're safe with lemonade for next week. So the streak continues.
I'm okay with lemonades. It's summertime. It's hot. That sounds like a good plan. In fact,
one flavor I just thought about for that tiramisu, because now I got that on the brain. For the cream part, custard premium. I think it may
maybe.
It might take away from it though. I think it may overpower it.
Yeah. Yeah, custard premium's got a pretty dominant flavoring to it.
I think because we've used it and we enjoy it so much, I think we just pick it up immediately, and it'll just distract from
Yeah.
the rest of the mix. To use a Wayne term, it'll be a distracting flavor in the mix.
Yeah, custard premium is like his cap vanilla custard love. That to me is custard premium for me.
Sub Omi, either way, pink lemonade, regular lemonade. As long as it's lemonade, it's all that matters. You can go pink lemonade. You can go strawberry lemonade, peach lemonade, blackberry lemonade, blueberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade,
A lemon limeade,
huckleberry
similar to
lemonade.
Bigfoot's in.
Yeah.
I mean that blackberry lavender lemonade, that one shot that Swaggy made. That's blackberry lavender. I think it's blackberry. The lavender lemonade. I did not expect to like that. I'm still like blown away by the fact that I actually like that lavender in there. I was thinking to myself, oh, this could be terrible.
Yeah,
All I can think of is all the detergent ones I've had in the
yeah.
past.
Yeah, like I have 2 lavender flavors. I think I got Swaggies and I have FA, and I'm frightened to use either one of them.
Swaggies actually tastes like flour, at least. I was scared of it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna have to tell. I told Swaggy straight up that I was terrified to try it, and I did kind of balk at it for a while. I had it for a little while before I even tried to mix it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, lemons and limes are real good for summer.
Yep. The funny thing is, like Adam and I were talking about yesterday, is we don't like the cooling stuff, the coolant in it as much in the summer.
I'm not a fan of coolant, period.
In the wintertime, it helps clears your nasal passages and stuff. So for me, that actually worked great, especially with cold weather induced asthma and stuff.
Oh yeah,
It helps.
Yeah, I mean that.
It's like, so I use that in the winter, but summertime, it doesn't make me feel cooler.
Like the peppermints and stuff like that. It just, I don't know, maybe because I was never a fan of menthol. Maybe that's why. But oh, and speaking of menthols, now with the menthol cigarette ban, RJ Reynolds is getting ready to lay off like a bunch of high-paid workers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my buddy's one of my buddy's friends' wives, she was working for RJ, and she's seeing the writing on the wall that she's probably getting ready to get laid off. And she was like a $100,000 a year worker there in the office, and she just got a job with an Australian company, an Australian insurance company, and she's gonna be making like $140. Like she said she wanted $140, and they were like, okay, done. I'm like, damn, she should have went higher. So she's getting a $40,000 a year raise instead of getting laid off because she's being smart about it. Oh, I see you're using an Addy K fund.
Yeah.
I
With clown coils in it. With Clown's new MTL aliens in it.
Oh, nice. I never got any coils from him. I gotta hit him up and order some.
Well, it's something new. He just started making these. I mean, think about it. MTL alien. He's like, you could make them yourself. I could, no, I can't. I don't have that kind of a hand for that. It's way too small. My eyes aren't working as good as they were.
Addy's frame staples. Addy's build the
Addy's frame staples are amazing. Yeah.
And they're MTL. I mean, they're little guys, tiny little guys.
Yeah. I can do a frame staple though better than I can do an alien, like a fine one like that, because you got to have the stretch, and getting a stretch is, how do you get the stretch in a tiny a wire without like messing it up? That takes some,
without snapping the wire.
Yeah. But then again, he uses the rig to do this too, so that helps.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd be doing it with a drill, and just a little tiny movement, you're done.
Yeah, it's all over.
Next thing you know, you got cuts on your fingers because the wire decided to go and lacerate you, and it's like,
I don't have the flat wire to try to do any frame staples.
I made some and they worked out pretty good, but they weren't like as good as Addy's.
Because I thought about making when I was really into watching Nick Devine all the time and his build videos and his build live streams, and he did a lot of frames, and it was like, and he showed you how to do it, and he used a glue stick. Was he no?
wrapping,
Or was he
wrapping those,
or was he
wrapping
anti-glue
those what,
stick? Was he?
wrapping those frame staples with the ribbon wire inside it.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's such a pain. It likes a springboard. It's not like a normal coil. It likes a spring.
yeah.
It's, ugh, it's
Neon,
annoying.
you have inspired me big time.
Yeah, she got the tiramisu going, right?
Yeah. Well, because she was saying about how she didn't have the tiramisu.
Yeah, Net Reality talked me into getting it, and I do not. It's one of those ones where you kind of like regret it because you got to tell me it's
Well,
right.
I always wanted a good. I always wanted a good tiramisu flavor, without having to build one. And the only tiramisu flavor that was out until SSA was FA, and that's not even a tiramisu.
It's Adam.
Hey, Adam, that's cool, dude.
No, this tiramisu. I mean, it is coffee heavy, but it's delicious.
But
It's
good,
tasty.
But tiramisu is coffee heavy though, especially if it's done right. And the FA one, the booster, that is not. That's more of a espresso. That's like what their espresso should have been.
Mm. That tiramisu is actually very tasty.
Yeah, Subomi, you're right. Yeah, Nick Devine makes it look like we could do it, but not.
Yeah, I don't know. You can do it. Just go ahead. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. And now I don't have the time to like sit down and have the patience for it. I mean, everybody knows I got a busy schedule. That's not even including what I have around here to take care of the house and the property, and trying to upgrade the apartments, get those ready, fix them.
Yeah, it's like I have that coil jig. What's the heck's name? The coil? No, what?
The Daedalus.
Yeah, Daedalus. Yeah, and I still can't even get. I even still screw up on that because it doesn't want to like move right on the table, and just
Use a piece of wire and a couple screws, and you just kind of loop it under, and it straightens right out. And it keeps it so it moves nice and steady.
Yeah, like it's almost seemed like we like hung up and just roll back over, wrap back over on itself and screw up. It worked.
The first thing I did when
it worked great for a while, and then it like kind of. Cause I was making, I made all my like I just fuse claptons, fuse claptons. 2636.
You probably caused
steel.
like a little bit of rough edge on that little circle.
Yep.
Thing.
I must have.
That's why that wire helps hold it, so it keeps a steady pressure. So that when it comes out, it holds it and keeps it steady. If you don't, sometimes when you just jump the drill, it'll pop off.
Another 5 minutes. Yeah, it was because I have just like a cheap Walmart drill.
Yep. Well, I was using my my Ryobi for trying to make the aliens. Found out that has a really jumpy trigger, touchy trigger, and that was part of my problem. I kept on having all the problems when I start off and screw up. So I wound up buying I don't know where it is, but I went to Harbor Freight and wound up getting the same exact drill that Meter has. It's got a little light on it, but it just the cheapest drill they had there.
Yeah.
But it's got a nice smooth trigger
I have
and
a cheap Walmart
a nice tight chuck.
I have a cheap Walmart cordless drill and it works out. It was working decent.
And I was able to kind of get an alien that way with the first attempt. It wasn't too bad. And it's like, if I practice more, I could get it with that drill. With the other one, no, because it holding that steady pressure, trying to get to go, and then it would just jump, either stop or go, and it's gone. Next thing you know, I'm spinning wire and slapping it all over the place. Yeah, no,
yeah.
Cut my fingers a few times. Screw that.
Yeah, I just haven't had.
That's why when I saw Clown was making MTL aliens, I go, yes, I want some of those.
Yes,
I don't want to have to make an MTL alien.
I mostly, I would get to the point I just support other builders and just, I'd had some Dave Flowers had sent me, and I said Nurse Vapes. I bought a bunch of coils off of her. I remember we were chatting and she wanted to get like this makeup palette or something, and it was like $85. I said, well, here, I'll pay you $85, make me some coils. Well, what do you want? I said, whatever you feel like making me, and send it to me. And she sent me a fucking bag of coils. And that was a couple years ago, and I still have some. bunch of blemished aliens that that I can't tell, but she said they're blems. I'm like, okay. And a bunch of fuse Claptons, but my taste has changed a little bit too as far as what I use now. So I got a bunch of like super low ohm because I was like, oh yeah, I want as low as I can get, and now it's like, yeah.
Yep. I was always cloud chasing, so I go 0.08s to 0.11s or 12s as it. That was my safety zone. Now, flavor testing and chasing flavors and mixing. Nope, don't like that anymore. It burns off too many of the delicate flavors. I don't like it, so I don't use that anymore.
Yeah, Addy, I used to like watching M-Turk too. I haven't watched him in a while though.
I haven't watched him or talked to him a little bit either. It's one of those things you reach out to somebody you haven't heard from. I haven't talked to Turk in a little while.
I remember when I first time I met him was 2017 at the expo in Raleigh, and I was telling him, saying, oh yeah, you're looking for some local food and all that. There's a barbecue place over here, this place over here. He goes, oh, I'm vegan. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, first time I met him was at the first DC rally.
Oh, okay.
He was the only active person that day that was walking around constantly. Well, he had a little crew going with him, but he's out there walking through with his signs, constantly walking around. It's awesome.
Yeah, I met Rambo at that one. I met M-Turk. Jay Hayes was there, but nobody was talking to him as usual.
Spent a hell of a lot of time hanging out with Dash Vapes, Dave from Dash Vapes.
Me and him talked a lot too. And Richard from Flavor Art. Spent some time with him, Richard and Sean.
Because they made such a long trip, and I respected that. I went down and visited quickly with the Mountain Vapor crew.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because that was a long trip for them to get over there too. I was surprised to see them there.
At first, one actually came up to me. It was way before, like an hour before the expo. It was Brett Whitney that's in the chat a lot. He drove from Missouri. Drove all night.
And I did an interview with Deuces Jack.
Yeah, see, I didn't know him then, so I didn't know who he was. But yeah, of course, Brian and Phenom. Phenom yells when we're walking back from when we were over at the monument when we got cleared out when Marine One was flying over. We're walking back, and I hear DTF, and I look at his Phenom, and I'm like, "You know who I am?" He goes, "Yeah, of course I know who you are." I never met him before. Mike and ST, and I got to meet ST.
I was like 10 feet from them for most of the rally.
And Foolish was there making in character. I remember Brian yelling at him. I forget who was speaking. And Brian was like, "Shut the fuck up." So we both get yelled at. I'm like, "Sorry, Brian." But yeah, it was
a lot of it was really nice to see that. Both
Clemens,
rallies, even though the second rally was extreme. Even though the second rally was really hot and we didn't have as good a turnout because of the whole pandemic and everything, it was still really awesome to see everybody there supporting it. Unfortunately, we didn't really get too much ground on it.
No, unfortunately. Well, it was a bad time.
It was already going through, and they did everything was against us. Yeah. Even like elements of like everything going on was against us.
Yeah, and then the scene in DC at that time was rough too.
Yeah, it wound up getting called a little bit early just to make sure it was
public
safe.
Safety issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one, I remember me and
there was rumors started coming around that something might happen. It's like, you know what? It's hot out here. Let's call it.
Yeah. Yeah. The first one was cold for a lot of people. I mean, I'm sure you were just fine.
I was in the middle, so I was okay. But yeah.
I had on like a long trench coat. Like a wool trench coat.
I did not dress for it that day. I was in a sweatshirt. I was freezing.
Yeah, I had a wool trench coat on, but I only had like a t-shirt on underneath it. Like there's a picture of me and Wayne, and I got like this long trench on. It's like, hey, you look like a mobster. I was like, well, that was what I was going for. So it worked. And Wayne had a long coat on.
Although seeing the helicopter go over was freaking amazing.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Yep.
And then that Monday when we knew we got immediate impact, it was like, yes, that kicked ass.
Yep. Yeah, it made a difference. Which, honestly, did we expect it to? We were actually, remember being upset that there was only a couple thousand people?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
like,
I
out of
don't-
all these people,
I don't
we only
know.
got a couple thousand.
Yeah, I don't know if we were expecting it to be like vape stock or what, but yeah, we had.
Yeah. And then then the second one is just, we knew we weren't going to get many, but it was still
Yeah, I mean,
kind
I
of sad not seeing we got more.
yeah, like the second one, I was just like, I'm not afraid of nothing, but I was like, yeah, I don't want to go deal with the bullshit that possibly could have happened. Chanel, welcome. First time I've seen your name in the chat. I changed. That's one thing with this little single battery, single 18650 mod. Even at 50 watts, it doesn't last very long.
That actually kind of looks like a Squonker I have, that Aspire Squonker.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Similar.
this was the Vaporesso 4s they sent me when I was still reviewing for a Vaporesso. It came with a tank and they have an RDA. The tank was, not bad, and the RDA actually isn't bad, but because it was so similar to the Yup.
Yup. I
Yep.
mean, what's that?
Yeah.
on a Steam Rabbit.
Yeah, there you go.
With a Lumi braid in it.
There you go.
A single Lumi braid. Yep. It actually hits really well with that in there.
Oh, cool, Larry. That's good to know. Mostly pods now. Hey, as long as you ain't smoking, that's all that matters. So, Tim, what is what is noted tomorrow night?
Noted tomorrow night is trying to remember all of them. It's starfruit, jackfruit, and it's another one of those weird fruits. It's 3 of them.
Fiddy, are you messing around? Are you messing around with stuff again? I think
I just wanna make sure I
Fiddy
get it right.
accidentally deleted. No, I don't know, because I don't know if she's spam or not. She
Oh,
might
no.
be. I don't know.
Could be.
I'm not sure.
I saw that too. Let's see here.
I didn't know you do that again. You can go to channel again. Let me see what the channel is. Oh, so it's got 3,000 subscribers on that channel. It's a travel channel, so I mean, I don't know. Oh, live, promote your channel. Okay, yeah, it might be spam.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
kind
spammer.
of look that way too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you did. Yeah, all right, Fade, you did good.
Google is doing some kind of weird thing. Gotta wait a minute.
Okay.
Snake fruit's the other one. Yeah.
Oh,
the other one.
snake fruit tomorrow. I know of one
Yeah,
snake fruit. Wonder flavor snake fruit. Have a nice night. I don't think are there any other snake fruit flavors? You probably have to go deep.
Ask Daniel. Daniel's the one that has like
Dan-
all
yeah,
of them.
I think Sabome. Yeah, I think Daniel. I think he bounced out a little while ago. I think he had dad stuff to do, but yeah,
Yeah.
the Dove Pro Squonker.
Yeah. Jackfruit, starfruit, and snake fruit.
Hey, low esteem. Good question. I got a new mod uses 21700s. I noticed my Luck V6 only mentions fitting 2700s. Will it fit in a 21700? Usually it will, but I would still go ahead and get you some P42s. That's what I like. Any more, even for regulated, unregulated, the what the hell's name? This
Molly
brand?
Cell.
Molly cells, yes. P26s, P for 18650s, P42s for 21700s. They work in all applications. I mean, you're good either way.
And if you still feel like you need to go the Samsung route, I mean, that's still available too.
Hey, so I mean, everything is
30s.
appreciated, brother. So yeah, I mean, I like. I mean, right now, IMR, they got a sale till the end of the month. I think it's
Yeah, they've actually come down on the Molly cells, so they're comparable now to the others.
Yeah, I always got
when they first came out, they were a little bit pricey.
I always order from Lion Wholesale out of Philly because I get stuff really quick, and their prices are good too.
Did you get a free Philly cheesesteak with that? Because that would make it better.
No, I get the free flashlights.
Oh,
You get the little. Actually, it'll take a 21700. Just take the insert out.
that's what I use.
And my Samsung 25Rs, they're like too worn out to use for mods anymore. They still work for flashlights because there's not really a hard amp draw.
Yeah, that's what I use mine for. The ones that are kind of, you can tell they're just too faded for.
There we go.
Flashlight.
Addie
They
put
die in a flashlight.
Mooch's recommendations out there.
Right there. Yeah,
Yep.
and the 42As actually got a really good rating.
Yes, they did.
They actually hold a little bit better charge than most of the others.
Oh, that's right. Oh, he's talking about the Luke 6 is okay. That's Luke 6 is yeah. That's the battery charger. Okay. Yeah, it's the EFS Luke 6. Yeah, it's the 21700s in there. They'll fit, but they're tight because I had a Luke V4 EFS that I broke the screen on by mistake. I had something fall. I had it in my truck, and my
Samsungs
my work
actually
tablet
tend to be a
fell
little
on it
tight.
and busted the screen.
I know the Samsungs actually have that problem too. They're a little tight in some things. The 21700s.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a Samsung charger. Usually I get the other charger. What's the main one? The Nightcore.
That's what I have. The Nightcore over there and Black Cell back here.
Yeah, I still have a Galisi that I keep in the truck, even though it does get hot. Like I know they had a recall on them in Europe, but they didn't do anything here about them. It does get hot, and I can't put 4 21700s in there. I could put 2, and I got to separate. I got to keep an empty channel. I could put an 18650 in the empty channels, but I can't go 4 21700s because it just doesn't fit right. They're too fat. They're too wide.
We did find, because a couple of the mods we have are sensitive to the full battery charge. Nightcore sometimes slightly undercharges a little bit. The Black Cell actually works a little bit better to get a full charge.
That's good to know. Because I have 2 Nightcores. I have a 2-bay one that I've had for almost 6 years since I started vaping. And
I mean, you get 95% charge on them, but it's not 100.
Huh.
And it kind of is like, well, I don't mind that once in a while, but if you're like capping your battery there all the time, it's kind of sucks.
Yeah. The 18650 battery store, they're competitive as well. I just don't know about their shipping. I just never dealt with them. But I've looked at their prices, and yeah, they're right there in line with everybody else.
They're reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been getting some involvement. The
Dovpo Across. Okay, I'll have to look at that up.
Kinder, it's been getting some traction. Here, let me grab that. Yeah, please do submit your mixes, because you know what? This is going to be fun for the whole community to get together, create a Kinder mix, just the most accurate to the original actual Kinder Bueno bar is going to be the winner. Top 3, and they'll send them over to Nick Green for him to try them out live on his stream. So that is the plan.
Vape. Okay, let's see this thing. Yes, I'm over 21. Okay. It's neat looking, $99, and this is on Dovpo's website. Oh, you can order direct from Dovpo? That's cool. With the Pump Squonker is a whole new idea of automatic e-pump bottom feeding system mod to solve most of the problems a regular squonk will cause. Oh, cool. Not all of them. Let's see. Not only is it easier to fill, but also way more convenient to clean the bottle. Although this pump squonk is a mechanical mod, but it also features the chipset for protections, overheat, overcharge. Oh, okay. That's neat.
Yeah, that's what my Aspire has, that kind of thing. But I find it kind of, there's a little bit of draw to that protection. You feel it. Doesn't feel mechanical. It feels like subpar your vape does compared to another device.
I like the look at this.
It might be a lot of testing, but you know what? That actually, for one, it's going to give me a bigger flavor list. I'm going to have to get together. And the more people we get involved, the more likely we are to get a like spot on flavor, or maybe even a few that are like spot on made differently.
Let's see. It fits a 24 without overhang. Okay. I wish it was larger, but not bad. Oh, they have the Bushido. Oh, yeah, the Outpost got all kinds of the Bushido mod. I remember them. And the Bushido V3. All kinds of good stuff.
Oh, the Exocrossed. Yep.
Yeah, I won't order from Element anymore. That was a shit shit show last time I ordered from them. Oh, Angelo, what's up, brother? Well, we've gone a little bit over the time. Fitty, did you make it home yet? I forgot to let it go a little bit, so make sure you made it home. You didn't, get bored and fall asleep on the road. We know it's still only 10 o'clock in the morning for you. What other hobbies? Cooking, playing golf sometimes. Not
driving.
No, that's definitely not a hobby. That's a necessity.
Listening to music playlist and the podcast.
Because I'm wondering what the whole community is. The whole community, lots of sub communities. Yeah, I mean, it's just walked in.
Anybody, Fitty, whoever wants to get involved in the mixing and wants to make a recipe. It could be someone trying to make their first mix if they want to try. Who knows? Maybe they'll get lucky. It does mean it could be an insane list of things to make. The only ones we might throw off is something that's obviously made that's nowhere near the profile, but we won't bother mixing those probably.
Yeah, there we go. Now it's official.
We haven't had any.
Biddy's streak is still alive.
Yep. Lemonades.
Yep. So next week will be lemonades. So tomorrow night is snake fruit. So 10 p.m.
No, it's snake fruit, jackfruit, and
oh, okay.
Crap, I just had that. Snake fruit, jackfruit, and starfruit.
Oh, cool.
It's a combination of 3. Because there weren't enough singles flavors of any of them. You combine them all so they'd have more flavorings.
Oh, cool. Cool, Mal. You helped Queen Honey Bunny mix a simple blue raz. That's good. Yeah, anybody out there you can help that maybe doesn't mix, but they actually have the ability and they're somewhat interested in trying mixing. And if you can help them out with, maybe a couple flavors or something, or, you may have extra of, and, maybe throw them a little bit of additive since we don't want to use the N word. Go, do it,
Also, one more word of just for everybody that uses ELR, they are going through and trying to merge some of the flavors and stuff, so there might be some mistakes possible that happen.
I got one of my flavors. I gotta look. It says I have this one flavor that I never even heard of.
Yeah, some of them got merged and they merged weirdly, and
so
you might be missing some of the flavors. Just let someone know. And if you don't feel comfortable letting know, let one of us know. We'll let someone know for you.
Yep.
If that's the case. And they're working on it. It's a work in progress. It's something we've asked for a long time.
Yes.
It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass until it's fixed, but wait until the end and we'll see. Then we can fix the minor errors.
Yeah.
The flavor stashes are going to be affected.
Yeah, Sub-Omi. I'm not sure what I'm doing. If I'm assuming I'm probably going to be cooking something later, but I have to go to the store, figure it out. See what everybody else wants. Yeah, I had a bad experience with Element. It took me forever to get my the vessel from Tony B and Vandy Vape. It took like over a month. So yeah, with all the fees they tacked on, I paid probably. It would have been cheaper if I would have found the shop locally that had it, but shops around here don't carry any hardware anymore, unless you're talking about pods. Is there any way to transfer your ATF flavor stash to ELR? You mean, I don't think so. I think you used to be able to do it the other way around. And on Vaping Community, you can put your ELR stash on Vaping Community. At least you used to be able to.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if those links still work the other ways, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think it goes backwards to ELR, but because ELR's different, it might be a future thing. Maybe it'll be possible after this is done. I don't know exactly what they're doing in the database. They're changing it up some, so who knows? Merging flavors does make it more uniform and gets rid of some of those fake flavors out there.
Oh, it's gonna be great when it's done.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a work in progress, and we are gonna have to deal with some stress over flavor stashes not being right for a while. So
yeah, or at least, I mean, they're not going to be destroyed. They're just going to be a little bit.
Well, I did find that it changed some recipes. Like here's one, for instance, that clown urine I made uses the SSA sour lemon type. It changed it to real type. That's a completely different profile. Real type is not the same as sour.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. I mean,
so you got to watch at some of your recipes. Maybe go through some of your favorite recipes that you've made and make sure that all the flavorings are the way they should be. Because if not, those are the ones that you might want to let them know, hey, this is supposed to be this.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a feedback feature there. You can say, hey.
Well, there's always the ELR Discord too. You can join that.
Yes. So you can report it there, saying, hey, this flavor does exist, and I'm sure they're gonna listen. And
it can export, not import. That's what I thought. Yeah. I was pretty sure that's how it worked. It won't be a new feature. So there's the answer right there. Thank you, Fiddy.
But what the heck?
But please be patient with them. Remember, this is a daunting task. We knew this beforehand. It was going to be a daunting task if ever it happened.
Like I had a question about someone comment on one of my mixes. There's one I did back on Fresh's show when we had Clown on, and it was a tobacco mix I made. It was called Clown's Bastard Children, and I used a flavor called Tobacco Bastards. And I couldn't, and someone asked me, well, who makes that flavor? Because now it just says Tobacco Bastards #1, and it didn't say the manufacturer. And I'm like, oh, so I got to go back and actually see what manufacturer is, because it is an obscure flavor house. I think Tam had sent me the flavor, so I got to look and see.
And I took the flavor house list off it.
And I think I have another flavor from that same company. I think I have like a cranberry or something from them. Actually, you know what? I could probably.
Now there's a possibility that they came out with that same flavoring and changed names at some point for their flavor house, and that might be why it's merged into one.
That's possible too. Because I think it's cranberry I have from them as well.
Obscure flavor houses, I would say, and any of the newest flavor release. No, cranberry the one's most affected.
Yeah, cranberry I have is Creme Nevada. It's not that one, but there's something I have from them too. It's an odd flavor house. I can't remember the name of it. I can actually look for the bottle and see. I'm looking through my list now to see if there's anything stands out. Like, hey, this flavor.
It's more the ones you're going to be thinking you're missing. That'll be missing. You won't notice until you look at a recipe that you had it in it or something. Like I said, when this is finished and they finally say, hey, we got most of this database fixed up, that's the time you might, and I feel really sorry for people like Tam, time to go through your flavor stash and make sure they're all straight. But yeah, poor Tam.
Yeah, I'm looking here now. Blackberry Wonder Flavors is not here anymore. What Blackberry FA is, I think the Blackberry, I don't think I have Blackberry FA. I think I have Blackberry Wonder Flavors. I mean, there's going to be some of this because it is all being done by hand. So there's going to be issues, and they will get corrected. So Just be patient.
Yep. The
mean,
double cap was another one from SSA. Is that wasn't in there at first. That
Yeah.
got fixed. It's in there, but you might have to check your stash and make sure that you didn't lose it and have to re-put it in.
Yeah, I'm looking now to see if I can find that one funky flavor house.
Mostly, it's new releases that were affected.
Yeah, now when the blackberry, that's a newer release from Wonder Flavors.
Yep. I actually had that similar problem with the black currant for Wonder Flavors. That's already been fixed too. Again,
Yeah,
check that one
that's
too.
yeah, that's in there. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it should be fixed now. Ken has been very helpful.
Oh, Ken Aware, yes. Yeah, I know he's been involved. Him, Zen, yeah,
And Fitty has been
and Fiddy's been huge.
helpful
with it,
and
yes.
is helping with the spreading the information too, like questions about whether or not import export feature, something I wouldn't have known about unless he told me. So thank you, Fitty.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through my list here. I don't think I'm gonna find it. I may have to just go and hunt it down. Actually find the actual bottle and see what manufacturer it is. And if you can even still get that flavor. Wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't get it anymore. But I think it was, I want to say River Supply had that flavor house for a minute. At the end. It was one of the last ones they had picked up or something.
Yeah, but Fitty, you know a lot of the information. That's where it's really helpful. Even if you're not doing it, you know what's going on. So you're like you said, a moderator that helps us let us know what may be going on in the background.
Yes. Oh, this is good. See now.
And that database, I mean, that database was a mess.
Yeah, you have what, 60, 70,000 flavors in there, and there was a lot of them that were duplicates and stuff like that. So yeah, it had gotten out of hand.
Duplicates, flavors that never existed, that people just put in random stuff.
They spelled it wrong or what have you.
And some of them are like obvious placeholders they use for something. They're just numbers and stuff. Didn't even have a flavor name to it.
Yeah.
So it's a daunting task. Please be patient with it.
Yeah, see, I have a duplicate in here because there were two different ones, and neither one of them. Yeah, see, that one's probably. Yeah, neither one of them actually says what the flavor is, and there's no.
Yeah, they clear them up instantly in the end. It's like as long as one of them get a hold of it right away, they're doing a good job of fixing it right away.
Yeah, and Tam used it as well. I think we used it same day. No, I used it 2 weeks after her.
And again, one of the ways to keep the database clean, don't put in your own version of what you think it is. Ask somebody.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
It's still missing flavors, but I haven't went through it either, Timmy. I'm not going to do that until after they're closer to done.
Yeah,
closer cleaned up. Because otherwise, I will go nuts. I'll go crazy, like Fiddy said, because I mean, if I go through it and then it changes again, I don't want to have to do that 6-7 times with like about near 1,000 flavors. That just doesn't sound fun. And new flavors coming in constantly for Noted and the Kinder Bar challenge and stuff like that. I'm gonna start getting the Mullenberries. I mean, not Mullenberry. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We'll explain
Medicine flower. Some of the medicine flower.
Yeah, and why did Folk Art publicly release a lot of his one-shot recipes? I don't know. I guess,
companies changing names.
Well, that line that he released is defunct, and they're no longer selling that line, so he decided just to release the recipes. I mean, he's not going to make any more money off the one-shot, so might as well release it now and let everybody, still mix them, since you can't buy them now.
All right, this is a thread on ELR about the flavor concerns too. And yeah, the name changing, different different distributors change names. Like
Yes.
like I was saying with the
Like
Cri-
Bull City with Stark Apple. That was one of the first ones
Rice
I ever picked
Krispies.
up, years ago. Is they just had FA Apple. They didn't say Apple Stark or Stark Apple, or just Apple. So I didn't know what I had. Then I found that
Rice
it was Stark
Krispies.
Apple.
Rice Krispies is actually Rice Treat on ELR. I mean, not in ELR, Bull City. It's called Rice Treat.
Yeah.
Same flavor, completely different name, and you'd think profile. Like, it took me a while. I was thinking, okay, is this the same flavor or not? I had to check and ask people because I wasn't sure. Because we're doing the rice is coming up, and that's one of the ones I had to pick up. And it's like, okay, should I be trying to get both? Are they different? Are they the same?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's the whole thing is you don't know. Like you may see one thing over at, let's say, Bull City, and then you look at Chefs or Nom Noms or Flavor Express or DIY. Well, you look at DIY Vapor Supply, and they no longer have TFA. They now call it, was it Vapor?
We just talked about this last week.
Some oddball thing, but it's TFA.
Yep.
And
But it's not called TFA.
No, it's
which means
it still has the name.
Looking at it,
still has the name Apprentice in it. What was it? I
remember we just talked about this.
Yeah,
I think it was the after show last year.
Yeah, I know.
Last week.
I know we're going to go over. I know we've already gone overtime, but now I gotta go look over there. DIY Vapor Supply.
Yeah, it's very, very, like I said, daunting task trying to merge these flavors. Here's the part that's gonna be hard. These flavors with obscure names. If your label is labeled the opposite of what ELR winds up with combining the flavor, which does make sense because that's the only way you're going to be able to, make other people's recipes. You're going to have to remember these, maybe write on a notepad or something, or keep notes on what ones actually aren't on the same flavor.
The DIY Apprentice is what they're calling them.
Yeah.
So the Apprentice name is in there, but they're just calling it DIY Apprentice. Oh, they got all the 50/50 bars on there from 101. I didn't realize that. The cherry, the lime, the orange, the raspberry, the strawberry. But yeah, why the hell they would call it DIY Apprentice? I don't know. It just that's just something else that's going to screw up ELR.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to do anything until the end. After they get most of it done, the database is mostly finished, and then I'll start working on it. Other than that, it'll just be, sometimes on recipes, I might look for a flavor and won't see it, or I'll see some flavor I know I don't have, and I'll just have to work on it one at a time.
Oh, well, they still have some real flavors over there they haven't gotten rid of yet. Oh, here's a VG one, Apple Crumble, VG based. They have Nick Vape flavors over there? You if you want to find a lot of oddball stuff, DIY Vapor Supply is the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be stuff you want, but they do have
like
some
yam?
oddball stuff. Well, they also have a lot of weird shit, like they have the Bickford stuff that you don't want, and I have Flavor Yam.
No.
I got that.
That's the DIY Vapor Supply. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, but it's Flavor's. Yeah, it's Flavor. I have that from Bull City when we did the thing for Kind Ground.
Yep.
Because
that's something. That's one of those ones we got to look. It's like you guys all have custard premium, the regular, right? Does that look like it's Flavor Art?
Yeah, Flavor
Creative.
Well, the DIY Vapor Supply, no, it does say Flavor right on it though. That's different.
Yep. But no, it'll happen. We'll get it fixed up. They're working on it. Just be patient. That's just the biggest thing. Be patient. They're doing a lot, and don't give them crap for that don't be nice to them when you talk to them.
Yeah.
Because it's not their fault. They're trying their best.
Exactly. Yeah, and manufacturers changing names as well. Yeah, it makes it.
Yep. Aware did that thing a while back. Remember that?
Oh, Aware
changing names and changed complete recipes, and they're not the same flavors as they were, and everything. How that's I mean, you can't even really fix that on a database. That's not a database. They literally changed the flavor. It's
Yeah.
like, so the old recipes that are made with it aren't
Yeah.
really relevant, but
Yeah, and you see some that say like
can't,
old or new, just because of that simple fact as well.
yeah. I mean, there's were plenty of recipes made with the original flavor that people loved, and then they changed the flavor. Now that recipe's kind of nixed, but yet it's still there.
Oh wow. Fitty
It's
just said
confusing.
Mullenberry Rocket Popsicle is now powdered candies.
Yeah, see, now that's a
And the
big
Bounty is now
change in
coconut
name.
bar. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. So these are the ones I would say, if you're going to use these flavors, make a note, because you might not think about that when you start looking through your flavor stash and like, I know I had this flavor and then not remember what it was.
And then you end up ordering another one. It's the same. It turns out to be the same thing, just with a different name on it.
Or you're looking to order it and you can't remember the name of the new name.
Yeah.
I mean, that can happen if you have an old bottle and you go to re-up.
Well, that's
Name
the other
changes.
issues that come up that have nothing to do with the manufacturer, like Wonder Flavors Jolly Green Candy. I don't even remember Jolly Green Candy. Alrighty, gang. Let's
Yeah,
see.
this
We've gone 30 minutes over here shooting the shit. Okay, green
Sorry
hard
about
candy.
that.
No, hey, it's oh, okay. Green candy. They were actually sued by Hershey's for using the word jolly.
That's what the Rice Krispies thing was.
Yeah.
Rice Krispies was the same thing. Was had to do with the lawsuits and stuff. That's why the Bull City refused to use Rice Krispies.
Yeah, and FA Red Summer is also FA Watermelon. Depends on the bottle. Mine says Red Summer, but it also says like watermelon. But then if you look on like Bull City, it says watermelon. Alrighty, gang. Let's shut this puppy down. I got stuff to do. Tim's got stuff to do. I'm sure all of you have stuff to do. It's a Sunday. Enjoy your day. If you have a chance, donate some money over to Matt Sensor's GoFundMe to help with his final expenses, and say a prayer for his family if you are religious, or just pass good vibes along to his family and his loved ones. With that said, everybody, be safe, wash your hands, don't talk to strangers. We'll see you next Sunday for Lemonades. Bye, everybody.
Bye.